right, we're live. Hello, everybody. Let me make sure and unmute the desktop audio so they can hear you. Hi.
Hello.
I disappeared. I don't know what happened.
That's okay. You're all here now. I can see y'all. Everybody wave hi. Welcome to Storm King's Thunder, Praetor's Rejects. This is episode 6. And I'm excited to say that, wait for it. Let's see if I can make it all work. Tonight, we're actually going to have some sound effects.
Yay.
And background music. You guys can't hear it, but they on the stream can hear it. So.
Yep, we're gonna need subtitles for the hearing impaired that tells us what type of audio theme is playing.
So you could spoopy. It's very spoopy music right now.
What does that even mean? Define spoopy.
It's Karen spooky. All right. So I'm your host, DM Esquire, also known as Seth. It is I. And I'm going to go around, so let's start on that side with Senzin.
Hello, I am Senzin, thank you, the Dragonborn Paladin.
Ooh, there we go. That's better. You have no idea what music's playing, and it's hilarious.
It was the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so, and below Senzin, we've got Dauphine.
Hello. I'm the rogue, I think. I don't know, my character will load eventually.
Who you are, what you're doing here. You're just kind of showing
To
up.
be fair, you made my character, so I can't be held responsible for my lack of memory of that moment. Or something like that.
I gotcha. All right, then let's move on to Star Cells.
I'm Star Cells. I play Shazara, who is an Aasimar warlock, and my air conditioning is currently broken. So if I start melting before the end of the stream, that's what happened.
One day I'm going to show up in time so I actually know what's going on before 10 minutes after restart. I really will. It's going to happen.
It's underrated.
Ella.
Hi, I'm Ella Darling, and I play Piranha, a half-elf ranger, and I like to shoot things and ask questions later.
Set things on fire.
And set things on fire. My name
like
is
shoes.
Piranha. It's in the name, baby. It's on the
It's
tin.
fair.
Clover.
Hello, I'm Clover. I play Mendredin. She is a Triton warlock of a tentacle with questionable motives. And she tries her best with sometimes explosive results.
Pasty, even. So, it is my understanding that Senzin has prepared our summary of last game for tonight. So, without further ado, let's have Senzin. From Senzin's point of view, what did he think happened last time?
You overestimate the preparation of me going, where's my D&D folder 5 minutes before streaming. But anyway.
I'm just excited to hear what happened because I don't remember.
Yeah, it was amazing. You would not believe what we saw. Thank Ilmater for allowing me on this adventure. We took off in a cloud castle with a cloud giant named Zephyros. Very wise, a bit sleepy, and a bit meditative as well. A very powerful magus of his kind. We were told of the Great Ordening, which is a reorganization of the caste system of the giants, and a nefarious plan to summon Tiamat from the nether realms. But we believe that plan has been thwarted, but we will see, won't we? We must see. And in between, there was some cooking. There was cake the size of a house. There was risky whiskey, I see God. There was coffee of various diesel and unleaded, leaded and everything in between. And oh, lest we forget the vulture knights that swooped in on our host. And I'm very proud to say that the party was able to be rid of them gently and without battle. It was very wonderful, wonderful. And then, just when we thought we were all right, although we were a bit cold, it was getting colder, we were going north, a massive, magnificent silver dragon, old as the mountains, swooped in, full of dwarves, and he dropped them on the doorstep and went to take off. I called forth all of my power, all of my prayers, and they were answered, and the great worm deigned to stop and give me a moment of his time. We conversed in Draconic for quite some time, much to the confusion of my darling party mates. And we were again able to parlay without bloodshed. And the dwarves were taken away, no one was harmed, and we find ourselves in the cold, cold north in Bryn Shander, where we start our tale.
That was awesome. Have yourself a
was
luck
amazing.
dice for that. And, by the way, you have successfully conjured in my brain the image of Senzin as, like, a very stately gentleman.
I don't know, Senzin. I paid for my whole seat, but I'm only using the edge. What's gonna happen next, man?
Old
Don't stop.
soul.
Great.
Fantastic tale.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you. Anybody have any questions about anything before we start with the your entree into Bryn Shander?
Was that an entry in Senzin's diary?
Yes, he totally keeps a diary every night by candlelight with a quill.
I love it.
That's
Awesome.
great.
He's a cartographer. He's got good handwriting.
Aww.
And one thing that I just want to remind everyone and the stream that Zephyros bequeathed the party with some gifts before he dropped you off when he landed the castle. So everyone had Cloak of Protections +1 that will also protect you from the cold. They are very thick, warm cloaks.
Hey.
Nice.
And if I checked, I believe I did check before stream, so you all have that reflected in your armor class as well. So huzzah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so then let us begin. I'm going to pull something up on the stream here so you and everybody else can see it. That is what Bryn Shander is going to look like.
Ooh, it's bigger than I expected.
Ooh.
You lodge.
Bigger than I expected.
Oh my god, you guys are the worst.
Whoops.
So there's what it looks like, and that is a nice, you're going to enter through one of the gates. The gates will all look like that. However, let's flip the other scene real quick, and this is what Bryn Shander looks like from the air. So it's a big circle, and there are 3 gates. And I will tell you a little bit more about it before your lovely friend Zephyros lands the castle and lets you off. So let's see, there it is. Right there.
I want magic items.
All right, so Bryn Shander. This is the largest of the 10 settlements known collectively as the 10 Towns. They're located across the frigid heart of Icewind Dale. Here in Bryn Shander, caravans from the south converge with traders from all across the Dale to swap goods and rumors. Fishers, trappers, furriers, sellswords, they all rub elbows here. There are gruff dwarves, wide-eyed travelers, and skulking ne'er-do-wells wandering the streets. Merchants from the south trade dyes, hardwood, dried herbs and spices, and other items. The town is situated atop a hill, south of the mountain known as Kelvin's Cairn. This is a major landmark in Icewind Dale. From its windswept perch, Bryn Shander has a commanding view of the surrounding tundra, and an attacking force must climb the barren hillside under fire from archers before it would be able to assault the outer wall. The circular wall that surrounds Bryn Shander stands about 30 feet high and is made of tight-fitting stone and wood blocks. Defenders stand atop planked walkways, hugging the interior of the wall. Spaced along the interior of that wall are stone watchtowers, where guards take shelter during blizzards and warm their hands and feet by iron stoves. The buildings in Bryn Shander are plain structures made of wood and stone with pitched rooftops to keep the snow from settling on them. There are clouds of smoke constantly issuing forth from the chimneys and holes in rooftops. The town has 3 sets of 15-foot-high hinged wooden gates called, ready for this, the North Gate, the East Gate, and the Southwest Gate. Yeah.
Oh, original.
Exactly. 2 30-foot-tall cylindrical stone towers flank each gate and watch over the trails that lead from town. That is basically the information you know and already have, and here's what it looks like from the air. So I'm going to switch back to the roleplay scene, and I'm going to turn down that tundra because it's actually loud in my ears. All right. Zephyros lands the castle about 2 or 3 miles outside of town. I would like everyone to give me a perception check, please. Shazara sees nothing. Oh, wait, she does, actually.
I got a 23!
No, it was Senzin. Sorry, Senzin got a 3.
I mean, usually I'm the one who gets a 3, but...
Oh, I saw nothing.
So Piranha and Shazara turn to each other, and let's see what Dauphine rolls.
It's still rolling.
I know.
There we go.
Oh, all right, somebody's getting a magic item. All right,
see
yes,
anything.
I will take care of that as soon as we get into town. Who's getting the magic item, by the way?
Ella, yay!
Oh,
Thank
all
you.
right then.
You're wonderful.
Yay. All right. All right, Dauphine does not tend to see this, but you can all overhear the conversation. Shazara and Piranha turn to one another and look quizzically down. Not a single person seems to be noticing or reacting to the frickin' 200-foot-high flying cloud castle. They're just going about their day, their business. No one, like people on the road below you, no one is reacting to this castle landing 2 miles outside town.
Wow.
Do you think they can see us?
Is this a common occurrence?
Yeah, or does
Apparently
this
so.
happen all the time?
I don't know. Maybe this is like his winter lodge that he likes to hang out at. Maybe he's just a regular here. I didn't ask him. Did anyone ask him? I didn't think to ask.
I
didn't ask actually.
if I asked, I forgot.
I mean,
Uh,
he's
it's-
upstairs. You could
I
yell
mostly
up.
remember eating cake.
Hey, Zephyros, you come here a lot, man? Is this regular
No.
for you?
No, I have never been here before, actually.
Do you think they
Here.
see a lot of your like?
I would hope not.
It's just, I don't know, I just feel like you kind of earned a little bit more of a, I don't know, a moment of grandeur when someone, lays eyes upon you. So it just, I don't know. Do you have any idea what's going, can they see you? Can everyone
Oh.
see you?
We
What
are.
horrors have
Yes,
these people seen
nobody
that they do
seems
not
to
react to this?
Yeah, the-
Really be reacting to us at all.
His booming voice yells down from above in the second floor. We are invisible.
Got it. That explains it. Thanks, man.
Ah.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
How long are we gonna be invisible? Is it like a, I don't know, a radius around you, or like
When-
what?
And his booming voice echoes down again. When you step foot off the cloud, you will enter the normal realm again.
Hey, Zephyros, can we have some cake to take with us before we leave?
Cake. Good call.
You can have as much cake as you'd like to take with you.
Okay, I mean, it's a trading town, so maybe someone wants to trade for some, mystical giant cake. That's all I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
I take
sure.
a
We
flask
should trade
of,
some of that whiskey and coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did we take some of that whiskey
Well,
and
yeah.
stuff or whatever?
Yeah, take a little
Didn't we
taste of
fill
that.
some of
Did we make
Ella's
t-shirts
flasks?
about Ella's whiskey? I don't know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got risky whiskey in my flask. That's for yours truly. Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared me.
I know, it scared me too.
Terrifying.
When's it gonna stop?
Yeah.
No one needs surprise bean.
That was
Okay.
awful.
So
So we've
the
got coffee,
Like-
we've got whiskey, we've got cake, we've got some stuff to trade should we so choose, or if someone, is kind enough to take us in, we have a nice little hostess gift.
I would say Menredin and Shazara are kind of smart enough to realize you guys don't look like anything other than an adventuring party. I mean, you don't look like traders, you don't look like hunters, you don't look like fishermen. So
How do
if
I
you're
not look like a trader?
You
I'm
might.
a trader by trade.
You might, but taken in
I don't.
conjunction with the Dragonborn Paladin, the Noble Rogue, a Triton Warlock, and an Aasimar Warlock, it's going to be very...
Even the cat doesn't look like a traitor.
Right? So,
Trixie's loyal.
exactly. So
We
just...
look like trouble.
Ah, more kitties! As the cloud touches the ground, Zephyros comes down and bids you a fond farewell. And let me roll a die here. D10. Ooh, I can roll to myself so you guys can't see. It doesn't really matter. Roll to everyone.
Secrets don't make friends, though.
There you go. All right. If I got a 0, you were going to get like a ring of protection. But Ella gets a... Zephyros hands you another healing potion.
Yay, thank you, Zephyros.
So bump it up again. Thank the stream.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the awesome healing potion. I look forward to being injured and not being injured anymore.
With the most gentle bump, the cloud touches the ground and the little cloud stairs extend the last little 10 feet. And you are free to disembark should you so choose.
So did you add the healing potion to my inventory, or should I do that?
Go ahead and add it. Just click 2 instead of 1.
Thank you.
Yay.
Zephyros, do you have any advice on where we should start? You said you've never been here before?
I have not, but all of my oracular visions have pointed to this place. You are supposed to be here.
Okay, that's good.
Do you have everything you need?
I think we have everything we have.
There's
Thanks
that.
again for the cake and the whiskey and the coffee. You've been an excellent host, and I really appreciate you. I just want to say that. Thank you for your hospitality.
You are very welcome. Good luck, my small friends.
Thank you for all of your help and your letting us stay with you in your wonderful, magnificent castle.
He
This was
smiles.
really an amazing experience.
Absolutely.
I would like to gift you some of this venison jerky as a token of my thanks.
He smiles awkwardly at you and holds out his hand and says, "Thank you."
You're giving him like the equivalent of like tobacco shreds.
That's okay.
That's terrible.
I mean,
perfectly
people smoke
okay.
Tobacco. People pay money for that, man.
It's true.
All right. Are you disembarking?
Yes.
Wait, before I disembark, can I just sort of roll? I don't know. I just want to take the lay of the land. Are there people around? What's the sort of vibe I get from them? Do they seem like they're in good spirits? Do they seem scared? Do they seem... What are
This looks like a normal trading town. It doesn't look like you don't see any you don't see any holes in buildings' roofs. You don't see huge giant footprints, and they look like they're operating like a normal, frontier town.
they? Okay.
I can't remember if we already asked this, but Zephyros, are you going to be hanging around, or is there a way we call? Where do we go from here? Will we need to get back on the castle?
He looks at you right in the eye and says, "I suspect the ravens will point the way."
Oh dear.
Those good old ravens.
Do we see any ravens around? Do you mean literal ravens, or is that like, or is there like a, I don't know,
I think there were
Sick.
ravens in her crazy visions. I
Yeah.
think that represents her crazy
Yeah,
vision.
he might mean the ravens in my head.
Okay.
In a very loud, giant whisper, you hear him whisper to Shazara, "Can you explain metaphor to her?"
I'll try.
I don't have time for that. Fucking librarians and all that.
I'll explain it very slowly.
All right, Karen the Warlock.
Aw. Oh, ouch.
All right, then everyone is going to disembark, and you become visible. And the castle lifts off and starts to float away.
Just gonna wave. It's solid.
Yeah.
It's solid. You know. Take
Just
your friend.
go wave.
Should we?
So you are on the, let's go back to this other view real quick. Let's say you are on the southwest road leading into town.
Are we on this picture yet?
You don't need to be. This is just,
Okay.
That's a picture of the town. You just say
Okay.
you're on the southwest walking in. So,
Okay.
you're about a mile outside town. You can see the gate from here, but it'll take you, a little bit to get up there. You smell wood smoke, peat smoke, and the most delightful, like cooking meat, curing meat, because these people have to survive a very long winter. So there's tons of there's tons of little outhouses around the town that are smoking meat and smoking cod and trout.
Outhouses?
What's that?
Outhouses?
Piranha.
No,
we're
they're
in
smokehouses.
Jerky Central.
Well,
Yeah, I'm fucking wild for it.
so
I
they're-
don't know which one to hit up first.
it's that wonderful smell of smoking, smoking meat and baked goods and peat smoke. It smells like a wilderness town.
Cool.
And there's the image again, just so everybody has it full in their brain. There is
Well, I
a...
suggest. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay.
Well, I suggest we start walking towards town, and eventually, I'm sure we'll find a place to stop in and have a bite to eat, and then maybe we can talk to some of the locals there.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
All right. You can hear the church bells. There's one major temple in town, but the bells are ringing every now and again. Nothing major. Sounds like, somebody like a call to prayer. You approach the southwest gate. And standing at the southwest gate, there are two guards, one on each side. The gates are not closed. They're perfectly open. People are coming and going. And there is a halfling standing at the southwest gate, and she looks at you. And as she starts speaking, you don't even have to roll for this. Everybody in the party sees the guards. Their eyes start to roll. And she says, "Well met, travelers. Keep your fingers and extremities under wraps, lest Oro bite them off. Mind your tempers, and you'll be most welcome here. Brought stuff to sell? Market lies straight ahead. Craving a warm drink? May I recommend a drop of Firebrand's Fire Brandy, sold only at Kelvin's Comfort, located right as you enter the market square." The other guards are just rolling their eyes at her.
So, Kelvin's Comfort?
That is quite the welcome. What great advertising.
"Well, welcome to our town." She looks up at you, and she walks over, and she holds out her hand.
I shake her hand.
All right, she says, "Welcome to Bryn Shander. My name's Orel. I'm the deputy here."
Hey, Aurel. Thank you for welcoming us.
Oh wait,
Deputy.
Algrek. Sorry, Algrek.
Algrek?
Yes.
Algrek?
God,
Spell
these
that.
names. Augrek.
All right then.
That's a name.
Yeah. What brings you to? You don't look like traders. What brings you to Bryn Shander?
I mean,
Vacation?
I am a trader. I do trade things. I'm not trading at the moment, but I do that.
She's true. That's true. She's right. She's a trader.
She looks at
I'm
you
just here for
quizzically. Vacation? No one vacations in Icewind Dale. All right. Well, enjoy yourself.
Thank you for the shopping.
Is there anything else I can
Oh
help
yeah,
you
I've
with?
heard the shopping here is great. Good furs, right? I need
We
a
do.
fur-lined cloak.
Well, the one you're wearing looks lovely. I mean,
But I was thinking like white fox fur.
sure. I suppose we could. I guarantee you, there's a trader here that has that.
Oh, great. See?
She
Vacation
is
and
the
shopping.
most. She is the most pleasant, pleasing. She wants to please you. It's obvious. I mean, her armor and weapons look real enough and used enough, but she seems very pleasant and happy to see visitors.
So, Akar, do you get a lot of visitors out here? How are you doing? What's going on with you? It's great to
I'm-
meet you.
Oh well, I'm
Thanks
fine.
for the warm welcome.
We that's frontier hospitality.
Oh, well, then people. Why would you say people would want a vacation here? You're so friendly, and this place looks cold. Lovely.
It's late. It's only late August and it's snowing.
That's not that bad.
Well, at least it's not March or May.
Well,
Every place has got weather. You know, it's fine. Hey, do you want to join us for a drink?
can't till my shift ends, of course. I don't know why she suddenly got a southern accent, but anyway.
Go for it.
When is
'Cause she's
that?
hoping
When does
for
your
warmer
shift
weather.
end?
Sorry, go ahead. Starzos.
When does your shift end?
It's sunset. It's about noon now.
Well, I have to run into you again, and next time I see you, first round's on me.
Great. Well, I will try to run into you tonight at Kelvin's Comfort.
Madam, one moment.
Why, yes. And she looks up very, very, like, cranes her neck back to look up at the Dragonborn Paladin.
What are the local temples you have here?
So, hold on. I got to pull this open in... There is one, and it is multi-denominational. So I will tell you that straight up. And they welcome everyone. It is mostly, devoted to one particular. But again, it is multi-denominational, and I'll tell you exactly what that is momentarily as soon as I open the damn Storm King's Thunder module here on D&D Beyond.
You can do it.
I can do it! She's perfectly forthright with you and tells you that everyone is welcome. I mean, obviously, we don't appreciate any sort of extraplanar evil worship here, but, whatever the god of your choice will generally be happy to allow you to worship at the temple.
You might be interested in
Excellent.
seeing the temple. Do you have a library?
A library. Nobody's ever asked that before.
That's sad.
We have a town hall, and there are some records there, and maybe some books. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that sort of thing.
Well, maybe we can hit the town hall later.
Yeah, and she tells you exactly where it is. She says the town hall is B6 on the map. The town hall is pretty much smack dab in the middle, right underneath the marketplace and the I'm trying to find. It is actually called the council hall. So that big building up on the top of the hill is the council hall.
Okay.
And here's hold on, I found the bloody blah.
She's like the quest giver in a video game, the ones that just
Exactly.
show you the map and where a ton of different things are.
Right.
Exactly. Where is it? Black Iron Blades, the Armory, Kelvin's Comfort, the Marketplace, the Town Hall. House of the Triad. There it is. It is about halfway between the center of town and the gate you're about to walk in. And she points it out. It's, you can see it kind of up the street. It is, it's our only real place of worship. But it is an impressive stone building. Looks dwarven built. And it's called the House of the Triad, and Senzin can pick out that it is dedicated to Tyr. And Tyr is the god of justice. I'm not even going to make Senzin roll for that.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do first? You want to hit the church? You want to get? I could always eat. You want to go shopping?
She looks at you as you say that, and she said, "Well, most people tend to get lodging first."
Okay. Do you think it's gonna sell out?
I don't know if it sells out, but if you have a
It's
couple
nice
of
to have a base of operations, a base, so to speak. We should
Yeah.
probably get lodging, maybe have a nice bath and some food.
well, she looks at you as you're saying that and says, I would do it first. It's unlikely to sell out, but after a couple of drinks of Firebeards, you might not remember where you're staying."
That is a great point, and I will take your advice.
And
Good
I would,
advice, yeah.
I would hate to have to lock you up in the cells.
I would hate that probably even more. So
Well, that
That would
just doesn't
definitely
sound good.
mar my opinion of this little escapade.
One last question before we go. Do you guys happen to have like an ice fishing pond or lake or anything like that?
If you actually, let's see, let me pull up the map again. So, here's the picture, haha. So, right down here, you see this little bridge? There's sort of you can't see my mouse, but there's sort of a small creek or river. It's not a river, it's maybe 10, 15 feet across, that runs through across the southeast portion outside town. So it's not really frozen over right now because it is, August. But yeah. So there's if you need to go she looks at you and said whatever fishy things it is you do, I guess you could do them in the pond, in the creek there.
Oh dear.
And she's not you can tell she just has never met a Triton. She has no idea what a Triton even is.
I mean, we could be the next big tourist boom for the North.
She smiles uncomfortably and says, "That's great."
Okay. Do you wanna go, do your thing, and I'll make sure we get a room for you, or?
Good.
I think I will do my stuff later when it's probably dark.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so onwards to
Yeah, let's get our rooms.
Southern
Yeah,
Comfort.
let's get our rooms and reflect upon
Reflect upon your poor life
for
choices.
this
on.
journey.
Yeah, because look, I know exactly why we're here. I just want
Yeah,
to.
what section is it that we're supposed to go to again?
You named coordinates, and I do not see any coordinates.
Where do you want to go? I will tell you where you're supposed to go. Tell me where you want to go.
I'm starting to completely fall out of character.
You guys are hilarious.
Son, for God's sake, no one remembers why we're
I
here.
have no idea what we're doing here. Viewers, good viewers, do you remember why the fuck we're here?
You are here because a cloud giant literally said you're supposed to be here and something's gonna happen.
Okay,
Okay, so we
Nothing.
don't actually know why we're supposed to be
Oh
here.
my God, I just thought I'd forgotten.
That's a good idea. Can I roll a history check on my own
That's
history,
a
on my
wonderful
personal history?
Chat room people.
Thank you. Good idea.
Read our
Thanks for
chat.
the follow. I can't believe whatever just happened in the last 3 minutes got you to follow the channel, but rock
Oh my
on.
God, yeah. Wow. Welcome to the stream about people who can't remember shit. That's what you're watching right here
It's been
live.
2 weeks. I drank risky whiskey. I don't know, man. Cut me some
All I
slack.
do remember is drinking the whiskey and the
Yeah,
t-shirt.
we can blame it on the risky whiskey.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to get those T-shirts made. All right. Anyway, your little halfling friend, who also happens to be the deputy in town, just sort of steps back, and she's looking down the road because there's another little caravan coming in of traders. So she's all but dismissing you.
That's fair. We should leave. Let's go
Yeah.
find a nice place to sleep. So, we go to the place she suggested for an inn. I guess is there only one?
So
Seems like a big town.
Do you think it's good, or do you think they pay her to advertise it? Like, do you think they're like?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, she's like standing out here and says she can't leave because she's still in her shift. So that makes me feel like she's sort of like the sign people in front of the pizza place. Maybe we should ask around.
Yeah, like maybe just get a
Or-
sense of what's good.
She did say she was a deputy of some sort.
Yeah,
Is
but
she like
she's
the
the
deputy
sheriff
sign
and
holder?
Yeah, that's like.
Or she could be like one of those people who's like, oh well, like my cousin owns this place, so it's kind of a shithole, but it's a, like it's my
Oh.
duty to
That
like.
could be. That
Yeah,
could
that's,
be.
Is there like a marketplace nearby, or is there
So-
a bar nearby? Because maybe someone there has good
You
ideas.
said there were guards, right, that were
Yep.
rolling their eyes. So I walk over to one of the guards and say, "So that was fun. Can you tell me where the actual best place to stay in town might be?"
yeah, there's 3 places. There's the Hooded Knucklehead, Randall's Emporium, and the North Look. You could. I don't recommend. Well, what do you want? Do you want a place where you could just sleep with like a chamber pot and a bed, or do you want like food and stuff?
I want food and a bath,
Food.
and some of us want alcohol.
Yeah.
Then I
And a
would say.
mattress that does not contain bugs. No bugs.
All right. Well, I would go to the North Look is good. It's popular with all the travelers. It's too expensive for me, but that's pretty much where I would go. If you want no frills, no muss, I'd go to Golden Stag's Rest. She's kind of scary though. She runs a tight ship, but yeah, Myrtle's scary.
Myrtle sounds rad.
Myrtle sounds like fun.
Yeah.
You
Kinda-
live here. Why would you need to buy an inn?
Why would you buy an inn? You just get a room.
Bro, I mean, like he said, like get a room, but like he said it was out of his price range, but like he fucking lives here.
That's a
Mandarin,
good
maybe you want to take the lady out for a nice weekend to celebrate an occasion.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
That is
true. I've
a
done that.
valid point.
Or maybe when he was younger, he had to get a room because his parents wouldn't let him party at their place. So
Mm.
I remember those days. Yeah,
Taking the fire whiskey out of the cabinet, filling it
That's
with water
right.
up there.
that's right. Oh my God, my parents had the most watered down whiskey.
On that note,
Sorry.
that's okay. I think it's hilarious. You start walking to the northeast up the street into Bryn Shander. Where are you going to go first?
Let's go to the inn. Let's go check in. Everyone tells us
Yeah,
to go to the inn
yeah,
first.
let's-
Check
go to the
in
place.
and get something to eat, and then I think I might want to check out this town hall where there's records and books.
Okay. All right. So if you want to go, which inn do you want to go to?
I want to go to the one with the scary lady.
Yeah, the
Scary
scary
lady.
lady. Myrtle.
Let's
that
do the
sounded like
scary
fun.
lady.
All right.
inn.
So you have to
like
go.
the tight ship thing.
Okay. So if you
Go
want to go
ahead.
to the iron, what is it? It is called the North Look Inn. Nope, I'm sorry. That's Geldon Stag's Rest. If you want to go there, you've got to go north into the marketplace and then to the east.
Let's walk through the marketplace. Just take a look, see what's on sale, and then head up.
All right. Let's say about 200 yards in from the gate, you are walking down this cobblestone street. Actually, it's kind of maybe, I don't know, 20-degree tilt. You're walking uphill towards the town hall in the center. And the first thing you run into is on your right is the House of the Triad. You're walking right past the temple.
Wait, real quick, Seth Theros. Some of my equipment got messed up at some point. I don't remember which one it was, but can I get it? Can I see if someone can repair it? Whatever it might
No,
be.
I fixed it. Remember you got it fixed. Yes, the dwarf
Okay.
in Nightstone
It got
fixed it
like
for
2
you.
towns ago, I think.
Like 2
Right.
towns ago.
Sorry, it's just still kind of uncomfortable. It's fine now.
Yes. There's still a yeah.
Everywhere we go, I think Piranha needs to get her armor fixed.
That's right, everywhere, yeah.
I'm just gonna
And
chuckle.
after jerky.
It's like those little novelty penny flatteners. She's like, oh, you need to get like a novelty like
This is my
Our
repair.
Give my
Town.
chain shirt
Oh,
to
wait,
Orky.
and you know what? I had a little tidbit I was going to throw to Piranha as you were leaving the tower. As you like step off and look behind you, he's feeding the jerky to his griffins.
Oh, that's
Aw.
So there you go.
Nice.
That's all right. We like animals above people anyway, so it works out.
So do you
Hey,
want to
food
stop
is
by
made for
the
feeding.
Do you want to stop by the House of the Triad on your way to the market, or do
Is
you
there a
want to?
zoo?
You can safely assume there is no zoo in Icewind Dale.
Darn it.
Sure, House of the
Polar
Triad,
bears?
of course.
Let's stop at the House of the Triad. Absolutely.
Yeah.
see the tier peoples.
All right, so it is, like I said, it's an impressive stone edifice, obviously dwarven built, and it stands about halfway between the southwest gate and the central market. And as you get closer, you realize that it's not just for Tyr. It's actually, it's called the House of the Triad because it honors Tyr, the god of justice, Torm, the god of courage and self-sacrifice, and, you ready for this? Ilmater, the god of endurance in the face of suffering. So Senzin's
for
Senzin's
you.
home.
So happy.
That's wonderful.
I'm just happy for you, Sensen. Go nuts. Go wild.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
Just
play
you do
all
you.
day.
So you all like see something come over Senzin, and he rushes over, not rushes, but picks up the pace to go over and open the door. It is
I clomp faster.
It's a large wooden door, and in reliefs all over it, are carved the tenets of Ilmater and Torm and Tyr.
Oh my god, amazing.
Are you going in?
Well, I'm gonna stop and read. Wait a minute. I'm going to stop and I'm going to read and I'm going to marvel
You
and
are
just admire.
you
the
you are
woodwork.
you are astounded by the actually it's dwarven and elven quality. The elves have apparently contributed to the door and the woodwork, and the dwarves have cut the stone and laid it. So it's a, by all accounts, a gorgeous temple, probably a little better than this town deserves.
By the way, I think Senzin wears glasses. That's now canon.
Okay.
Does he wear like little ones on the end
They
of his
little
nose?
spectacles.
Yes, little like the half moon little ones. Like it's for reading.
He only pulls them out when he's reading entries from
Yeah.
his journal.
Yes, and he's
All
okay.
right.
So, I guess I just open the door.
Okay.
What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean
I was gonna knock, but I mean it's a temple, so.
you open the
Come on
door,
in.
and it's dimly lit inside, but the candles emit a very welcoming glow. It's warm. So you see some homeless people sitting in the back pews. They're just sheltering from the cold. And you see a Iluskan human priest and a gentleman who looks like some sort of fisherman having an animated yet friendly conversation in the front of the chapel.
Interesting. Is there a section for Ilmater, or do they each have like an altar that's separate, or is it just one?
It's just one.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the altar and like light one of those like little vigil candles and get down on one knee and pray. And if I happen to overhear what they're talking about,
All right, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Are we in the temple as well?
It's
Oh, I
up
thought
to
we
you.
were still waiting outside. We can go in.
I mean, I definitely followed in. I've never been here. I've never seen this kind of temple. I'm just like, imagine a tourist in a foreign country just being like, huh.
Great.
If I'm an American tourist in a foreign country, I'm going inside of this very respectful church just because of the air conditioning.
I would go inside of a church for air conditioning right now.
Oh my god, I bet you would. You poor thing. I feel
My
so bad
face
already,
is
like,
getting
punching
shiny.
with my hoodie. I feel awful.
I want to go in and I want to talk to this animated fisherman dude.
Are you
Yeah,
going to?
I'm gonna go in and I'm mostly just watching Senzin, just taking in how enthralled he is to be here.
We're happy for him. I do that happy for you dance. Tries to
In-
wake me up.
In the holy place. Okay. I'm just
The
kidding.
whole thing, yeah. It's an okay dance. You know, nobody gets naked or anything. I promise. Not this time. That's not what we do in churches.
Even I know that.
I'm gonna go back and clip that later.
That was a good one.
All right. So is anyone going to actually interfere with the conversation between the priest and the fisherman?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm rolling up. I want to politely, approach the conversation in a way that's not, eavesdropping or invasive. Just sort of like, super casual, just kind of looking around, just waiting for an in. If there is one, what do I hear? What are they talking about? So I am eavesdropping. But
It seems to be a conversation centered around. You hear the name Sirac, and Sirac appears to be the fisherman, and Delvon appears to be the priest. And Sirac is talking about how he's, there's disturbing things happening out there on the tundra, and the priest is telling him to calm down and don't spread fear among the townsfolk.
all right. Does it
Well,
seem
what's
like
happening?
the conversation is coming to a conclusion? Because I want to ask the fisherman what's going on without the priest shushing him about it.
Well, no, they're still talking. I mean, if you're gonna have to interrupt the conversation if you want to.
and that's what I was trying to say. It's like, well, I'm interested in hearing what's going on.
I mean,
Yeah, but what's been going on out there?
So
We're not
are-
townsfolk. We're just visiting, so you don't.
Maybe
have to
we
worry
can
about
help.
scaring us.
They look up
Mandy.
at you, and let me see what they think of you. I'm gonna roll with advantage because you seem relatively friendly. Boop. Roll to everyone, and 3 is not good. So here's my advantage roll.
Oh dear.
5 is also not good. They both look up at you and they say, "What's it to you?" I mean, not in so many words, but the priest says, "Well, my friend Sirac here thinks that there are signs and portents that when there are none." And
Well, that might not be accurate. Your opinion of there not being any, because we've been sent here from a far off land to investigate strange happenings.
Really now, I think he looks to Sirac and says, "I have other duties, and this is ridiculous. Do not spread fear and dissent among the villagers." And he sort of walks away and starts doing things up at the altar and cleaning up and whatnot. And Sirac looks at you and says, "What? Explain yourselves. What do you mean?"
We were told that there was trouble brewing in the lands here, and that we should offer our assistance. I think that your friend there is correct, though. You should probably not scare the local population if that's at all possible. But if it's something we can investigate for you, then by all means, tell us your story.
He looks at you again. Give me a persuasion check. Does anybody else want to assist with that, or buff
Sure.
yeah.
Dauphine?
I think I have that ability. Maybe. There we
Wait,
go.
I don't have that. Can I not roll it if it's not one of my?
Yeah, I have a
y-
+4.
Well, what I want is, what would happen is whoever's got the best roll, everybody says, "Hey, I'm going to assist with that," and let whoever's got the best sort of chance.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would say,
I can
Now we
get some help or choose to re-roll that or something. But
know
I only
what?
roll an 8.
I think we're going to invoke Piranha's hometown hero thing here. This guy is salt of the earth. And he looks at you, and he can tell you're also salt of the earth, and he sort
Yeah.
of trusts you. And he tells you, look, there have been some, walrus and wolf and bear killings that don't look like anything I've ever seen before.
What do they look like?
Like pulverized, smashed into flatness. I've never seen it. Not even dragons do that.
Okay. Did it look like it was done with an implement, or was someone just going out?
What do
with
you know?
fire?
It looks like they were crushed by rocks, but the rocks
Oh,
are nowhere to
dear.
be found.
Got it. Well, okay. That's not great. It's not great, but we'll do what we can.
Were they squished by giant feet?
Giant feet? What the hell would do that?
A giant.
Right.
With its feet.
Right. Like grapes.
We haven't seen giants in ages. I don't think anyone living in this area has ever seen a giant.
Oh.
We have. We definitely have. So that makes us
Okay.
foremost experts on them here, I would say. Whereabouts did you find these?
In multiple places around the Dale. I mean, I spend a lot of time fishing and hunting and trapping, and I could probably take you to them at some point. After the snow lets up, and whoever's closest to the door realizes that the snow is coming down harder.
That would be great. We're going to be staying at the inn of a very formidable woman.
Gelden Stag's Rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
So,
Senzin's
our
gonna write that down,
friend
isn't he?
The stag's golden sleep.
There you
What?
go.
Sleeping?
Golden Stag's Rest.
Ah.
I actually wrote it down.
As soon as you mention Gelden Stag's Rest, ooh, Myrtle's scary.
What
Yeah,
do you
that's
mean
actually
by
what-
scary.
That's what we were told. That's why we decided to stay there. We haven't quite been yet.
She sounds
Ah.
intriguing.
You are in for a treat. And he,
Oh dear.
which in his expression means anything but.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Why don't I come find you? Everyone sort of gathers in the evenings at Kelvin's Comfort. So why don't we have some more conversation there? They're not real
Just
happy
go.
with me in here, so yeah, we'll talk more later. And he sort of gets up and shakes all of your hands and introduces himself as Sirach of Suzail, and says, "I will meet you. I will speak with you more later."
thank you so much for your insights, and I look forward to it. Buy you a drink.
And he makes his exit.
I keep offering to buy people drinks. I don't actually know how much gold I have.
I'm
What do you
sure we'll
guys?
have it
You're
between
still in the
us.
church, and now you're just.
Sensen, how's it going, bud? You praying real good? Oh.
Should we just leave you here? I mean, how long? Because it's gonna take a while.
Can you catch up with us?
Just look for the cranky person in.
Yeah. They'll show you. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Y'all wanna?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We'll just leave him be.
All right.
Put like a coin in the offering plate on my way out or something.
All right. You make your way back outside, and it's getting a little colder. It's mid-afternoon, and the snow is indeed starting to fall a little heavier.
Yeah, man. Augrip was not messing around. This winter is very
Cold.
abrupt for August. All right. Do you want to just hoof it over there? Do you want to?
Yeah, let's just
Keep it
hurry.
nice.
It looks cold and snowy and soggy and.
But we have cloaks, at least.
All right. Yes, you
It's
do.
true.
Very warm cloaks of protection. So you are walking again northeast towards the center of town, and as you are approaching the market square, I will tell you encounter 3 things. 2 on the right and 1 on the left. On your right is what looks like an armory and a blacksmith's shop. And then on the left is a huge stone structure, almost as big as as big as the common house, with a big sign over the front that says Kelvin's Comfort.
Can I pop into the armory real quick just to see if there's anything better than what I'm wearing?
It is locked. This is, by armory, I mean this is like the municipal. If there's ever an attack, they open it up and hand out shields and swords.
Got it. So this isn't like a place of
Not a
commerce.
blacksmith. or
But the
something
blacksmith
like
is right across the street, oddly enough. It's called
Y'all
Black
mind if I
Iron
just-
Blades. It's a small
I just
shop
want-
and smithy, and it is everything you think a blacksmith shop is. You hear the clanking, you smell the fire, and there is a man and a woman. The woman is behind the counter, and the man is pounding away at the anvil.
Greetings. Hello. How's it?
She looks up at you, says, "Greetings. What can we get you?"
Well, right now I've got these 2 short swords, and I just wondered if you might have anything, a little bit finer, more powerful that might,
Give me a perception
Easy.
check.
shit.
I'll give you advantage on this one too, because trust me on this.
Sure. Okay, that's an 8. Definitely need it. 14.
These are the crappiest weapons you have ever seen.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, and she's got a little sign up in chalk, and it says like daggers, like 3 copper pieces, swords, 1 copper piece.
that. Oh God.
This is literally like the bottom of the barrel. If you absolutely can't go anywhere else, you can get something here.
So do you find folks? Do you make the weapons for all of the town and the guards?
And that
Uh,
can't be right. These are like the suicide weapons. You buy these because you're going to kill yourself because, there's no other real use for them, right? Oh, well, I bet they would inflict some kind of poisoning on people. I think they're rust, tetanus, or something, right?
You noticed by looking through the window of the armory, they're decent weapons. The town does not buy their weapons from this blacksmith shop.
Okay. Oh, I left my gold back at the inn, so I'm gonna pop out. Can I just do like an investigation? I just want to take a sort of see if there's anything here. Like, is this a front for something? Because who are they selling all these shitty weapons to?
Give me an investigation check.
9.
Let me look and see. I'm not trying to entice you to spend inspiration, but let me see what you guys got. Just a reminder, I was keeping track. Jax still has 4. Delphine has 1. Shazara has 1. It looks like Piranha has 1, and Menredin has still 1.
Does anybody want to also take a look around and tell me if you get any sense of things?
Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. I'm usually the one investigating things. I was just trying to let you do your thing there.
Yes,
Da-da-da. I'll be like, roguey, and look at stuff. What are we,
Okay.
percepting or something?
And I got an 18.
Investigation.
Actually, give me
Oh, good,
investigation.
because I did terrible on my perception, so I can... Investigation! Let me try
Yep.
that. I hate D&D.
Shazara, they're
Ah, that's better.
you see other people coming by, and you saw another customer leave the shop. Their clientele are basically people who came north to do mining, and think of this as like they're just taking advantage of Gold Rush Town people.
Okay, so they're just selling them.
It's just they're
Crap.
pumping them out as quickly as they can, as cheaply as they can, and selling them at 100% markup for the shitty weapons they are.
-3 to attack, +1 poison damage. Someone in the chat
Yep.
actually said that.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
Well, guys, this place is a total.
Anyway, like I said, I left my
Ripoff.
gold at the inn, so I'm gonna go back to the inn. It was great meeting you both. You seem like great folk.
I mean, she knows you're not going to buy anything here. You know, you don't look desperate. So
Yeah,
she
well, I just
nods.
don't want to be a dick about it. You know?
I mean, they are not. It's not a front or whatever. It's not. They're not trying to pull one over. They are what they are, and they know what they are.
Hey, somebody's got to sell crap, like, right? Every town has like that Dollar Tree. And
Okay, all right. From now on,
I'm
this
just
is
saying
called.
we still buy stuff from
This
there.
is
right?
called Dollar Tree Blades.
Dollar Tree. I like it.
All right. To Kelvin's.
Dollar
Wait, do we want to go to
Blades.
do we want to go to Kelvin's or do we want to go to Cranky Inn? And
Don't
check
we
in?
want to like check in and get our like?
Yeah.
Yeah, we said we were gonna get.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Okay.
That's cool. Maybe some food. I'm getting hungry. Like
Yeah.
It's about
all
you know.
I had is Ella's jerky and some cake for days.
There's food at the inn, right? We're not staying
Yes.
at a crappy place that doesn't even have food.
There's food at Kelvin's Comfort. It smells
Okay.
delightful as you're walking by. You can smell, you know, roast boar and vegetable stew, and it smells amazing as you're walking by.
Maybe we should be staying here.
I
Wait.
mean,
Is that what smells amazing? The place we're staying, or somewhere else?
Kelvin's Comfort, the main inn in town.
so we're gonna come here later to meet up with.
That's the one we're staying at, right? No.
Cushman.
If
We're
it's the
going to
main-
Gelden Stag's Rest.
Okay,
If
but
it's-
this one smells good, and I'm hungry now.
If it's the main inn in town, why aren't we staying at the main inn in
Because
town?
there's-
Because
the
everybody
cranky
thought
lady
that the
was
grumpy
fun.
lady.
Yeah, let's go
Sounded
check in with the grumpy lady, and if the food there sucks, we can just come back.
That's true.
That's fair.
All
Or
right.
we could just get some food here and try to get the 411 on the other place.
All right, so I promised Mandy, who's a DM on another channel, that I'm going to throw this in, and I will because it's awesome. As you're standing there debating, you smell the most delightful smell waft through the air. It is everything sugary and deep fried and donutty and fresh that you could ever imagine. And it's just wafting from the marketplace. Picture a deep fried dough with sugar right out of the fryer. And that's
Is that like
what you
funnel
smell.
cake? Because if it's funnel cake, I'm there.
It,
You need
it's,
like funnel cake or an elephant ear or
Yeah,
something.
Yep.
I am there for that. I head that direction.
Except
And-
I'm already hungry. You can't play games with my heart like this.
Starving. When's our break?
What is
20
that
minutes.
Smell?
Oh god.
All right.
As you're walking by, you actually other people, you know, it's snowing, and you see other people just perk their heads up, and somebody mentions, she put the fresh ones out, and they're just walking toward the smell.
Our Krispy Kreme light is
Like
on.
the hot donut sign.
Yep.
Yeah.
As you
Hot
walk
and fresh.
as you walk across the marketplace, you see it's just a plain stone building, and across the top is a sign that says Nana Toppin's Donuts.
Nom nom nom. We buy donuts.
Yeah.
So you enter. You're going into Nana Toppin's Donuts.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You enter, and there are two young human women there. And they say, welcome to Nana Toppin's Donuts, Icewind Dale franchise.
Icewind Dale franchise. That's great. I love it.
Great. What are your specials today?
You look down at the glass case, and they are the most gourmet donuts and pastries you can possibly imagine. And off to the side, selling out of the side window, is literally just fresh fried dough right out of the fryer. You know, people are just tossing silver pieces and pushing out to everyone walking by.
Can I roll a perception check?
Sure. What are you percepting?
I don't know, like
I perceive there are donuts and I want them, so I buy some and eat them.
These are the best donuts you've ever seen.
Nom 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 nom.
That's what you perceive.
Okay.
okay, then I'm eating donuts. I'm
Oh
eating whimsical donuts.
All right. They are actually a little more expensive than you would expect, but they taste amazing. They are
Thank you, DM Mandy.
without
You
doubt
ready?
the best donuts you have ever had. Yeah.
I really want donuts now. So thanks, Mandy. Thanks,
Right? Now I want donuts.
For real, I so
Seriously.
miss bread.
You're welcome.
Okay, well that was tasty, and
But-
my hunger is slightly sated. Do you guys want to go to Cranky Palace?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's do it.
All right. You walk across the marketplace, and there are a lot of
What
stalls
does
in the
she
marketplace.
Have? Does she have food?
Yeah.
Oh my God! You really do need to eat something.
I'm starving.
We will be taking our break in 16 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I
hang
need
in there.
something sweet and I need a wine refill.
Yeah, I have cinnamon twists from a game-themed pizza place that is
Oh my god,
That's
amazing.
hilarious. And
sitting in front of me.
Star, I will tell you straight up, everyone has special 30-second dispensation to refill their drink anytime they'd like.
Oh yay!
So if you would like to get up for 30 seconds, refill your drink, I got no problem with that.
It takes me at least that long to get to my kitchen, so I'll just wait.
Okay, I gotta turn off my camera.
Oh, so they can't see your leopard skin
Yeah,
pants?
'cause we can't see your
Leopard
cute
print
little shorts.
on.
They're so cute though, and they match Ella's couch and Jax's
Too,
top.
and Jax's top.
Oh my God. All right. So you walk across the marketplace. Anything you could possibly want is there. It is a trading town marketplace. There's mining equipment. There are imported weapons and goods. There's cured food and meats. There's street vendors selling fried food and meats and cheeses. It's a pretty nice marketplace.
Cat!
Kitty.
You make it across the
Is
marketplace.
Trixie with us?
Of
Yeah,
course.
Trixie is under my
Speaking of
clothes.
kitties,
She's
okay.
cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor Trixie.
She doesn't have a coat for this.
Aw.
Trixie is
Her wings
indeed
have no
there.
fur.
All right.
I don't even know where to start with where to go or get food or.
Well, all right.
Going
Let's
to
say
the
you're
end.
gonna
Feeling
go.
a little
Yeah.
overwhelmed.
All right.
It's
You
fine.
make it to Gelden Stag's Rest. It is a plain stone and wood structure
Aw.
with plain writing across the door that says Gelden Stag's Rest, and right underneath there's a little window on the side, and right underneath that is a fine print list of rules.
Oh no.
Lay it on me. What do we got?
What
All right.
are the rules?
No loud noises after sundown, no guests, no, it's basically just this list of things you can't do if you're going to room here.
So it's like Airbnb rules. That's fine. We're at a party.
It is the Airbnb Gelden Stag B&B. Are you going in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Sure, why not?
There is a severe 5 foot tall, hunched over woman. Her hair's, gray hair pulled back in a bun. Everything you think of. Myrtle, the Gelden Stag Rest proprietor, who has a list of rules for everything their patrons can do. She is all of that and more. She looks up and says, "Well, don't just let all the warm air out. Come on in.
All right.
We
and
rush
come
in.
Come on in.
Make sure it's shut firmly behind you." That's one of the rules,
Absolutely. We're not
Yes,
gonna let
ma'am.
the bot air out, Myrtle. We got you.
How can
I
I,
am
how,
all about not letting in the cold air.
how can I help you? I'm assuming you need rooms, yes?
Yes.
All right. We don't feed you. You get a room. There's a bed, a clean bed, and a chamber pot. That's all.
Are there bugs?
Okay, it was
But you'll-
nice to see you.
But you'll be safe here, and no one will steal any of your goods.
Oh, well, that actually sounds good. I
That
guess we can
sounds
eat at a restaurant.
Yeah, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you very much.
If you want any of that luxury stuff, go back to Kelvin's.
We came
Is
here.
there any
because
reason
you
we
sound like-
shouldn't stay at Kelvin's?
It's
I like my stuff being safe.
it's
Yeah,
way
that sounds good.
overpriced, and they don't vouch that your stuff will be safe.
I feel like that's part of the contract you enter into when you stay at a place, but I know that's not the case, so I appreciate that that's a service you provide, and I'm here for it, and thank you, madam.
Seth the lawyer is trying so hard to keep his mouth shut.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, I can tell you from
How
somebody
about
who had
that?
an $80,000 truck damaged because the hotel couldn't take care of it while they were responsible for it and had driven it off, and they covered absolutely nothing. The hotels don't give a
Yep.
crap, and it was a
That's-
nice hotel.
Yep.
Fuck that. Okay.
All right,
Well,
so,
then I like it more.
But in the context of the game, I know Menardins doesn't own enough to have anything more than what she can carry on her person.
Oh my god, I won't be able to get a bath here. The chat
Nope.
room people
You
are
won't be able to
right.
what?
Nope, no bath.
There's no bath. There's no bath at
Oh.
all. We can't summon a bath. No one can bring us a bath.
Oh, there's a chamber pot and there's a little basin with water in it.
I take Delphine's hand. It's okay. We'll find you a bath. We'll make this happen for you. Don't listen to the chamber pot
I
situation.
don't think I can do this. I can't bathe in a chamber pot. What the hell?
I hope you don't bathe in a chamber pot.
She's so upset she got confused. She just can't imagine not having a bath.
I want to talk to Myrtle a little bit. I want to see if, like, I don't know. I just want to. It's like a personal challenge. Like I have this need to be liked by people who really don't want to like people. It's a mental. It's my own thing. I'm dealing with it. If there are therapists here, I'll see one here in Bryn Shander. I'll make an appointment. But at this moment, at this current juncture, that's just where I'm at. I just need her to give me the fucking time of day.
All right, give me a persuasion check. At disadvantage. She hates everybody.
Well, that's a
No.
3 off the bat, so it's a 3. She's not. It's fine.
Yeah. So let me share how this plays out. You sidle up to her and you're trying to ply your charms on her, and she's literally just staring at you with a straight line across her mouth, lips pursed, and when you're done talking, she's just staring at you with her lips pursed.
Did I ever tell you the story? Probably not yet. I'm kind of a hero in my hometown.
Doesn't the Triton need a bath every night? I mean, her and Eric.
I mean, I don't need one, but like I really, really prefer one. I mean,
Hush! Shush! You need one. She needs a bath. You see, she needs a bath. We can't stay here.
I mean-
I'm supposed to fit in amongst the common folk with ease, and I can. Can I?
Piranha, it's for Eric. We have to go somewhere else for Eric.
Okay. Well. You know.
Just out of curiosity, has Senzin figured out where the party is, or is Senzin still like kneeling in the temple?
Well, they said the cranky twat or whatever. So he's like walking around town, really confused.
Oh my
I'm
stars.
like, excuse me, ma'am, have you seen the crazy twat? And they're looking at him like, what? And just, no. And he's not sure why no one will talk to him. And he's getting really sad and dejected right now.
Oh my god. Give me a... God, I don't even know what check to make you make for me. Give me an insight check.
I was gonna say, is it a survival roll to not get slapped?
Dead. I'm just dead.
All right, you finally remember the name Geldon Stag's Rest.
And then I snap my two, how many, two, my thumb and one of my dragony fingers, and I go, ah, that's it. The Geldon Stag. Sorry, folks. Sorry. And I start asking, and then people are like, "Ah, yes, that way," and it's a much more pleasant experience for him.
Okay. When Senzin eventually relays this to us, I have to ask: in Dragonborn, is the word for stag similar to the word for twat? Like, is there some new slang I can learn about my own person?
What is a twat?
Oh, bless your sweetheart. It's nothing. Let's get some food, babe.
What? But that's the word for pogo stick in Draconic. I don't understand.
That tracks. I mean, that kind of tracks if you really think
It
about
does? Oh,
Yes.
well, good. Okay. Well, why would it be cranky? Never mind. I need some food.
it. Yeah, babe. Let's go get some food, hon. You're fine.
my God.
It's fine.
Someone, please. I need someone to commission Senzin the Dragonborn with his little, like little glasses on going, what? Why? Twat? Anyway.
Well, since we decided not to stay at that place because old what's her name had a real hair up her pogo stick.
I believe my green boy pointed out that it is in fact a cloaca.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
he doesn't know what that is. I mean, they're
Oh my god. On that note, are you staying? And Senzin manages to barge through the door right as Myrtle is looking at Piranha with a closed-lipped, stop wasting my time.
Can do. You got it. 10-4. And you guys want some boar in a bath?
Well, there's no bath. Isn't that what the whole
No, we're going to
crisis
the other.
was?
We're going to the other
Menredin
place.
just takes her
Ah.
cloak and swoops it around, goes, "There's not nearly enough of an audience for my stories here," and just storms out.
I need a bath and more food. I follow her.
Someone to like
Piranha,
me and a
come on,
cook
it's
to
for
talk
Eric.
to.
Who is the last person out?
Probably I am. I'm gonna look back and with disdain, but a little bit of desperation.
And as you look back,
Jay Myrtle.
you see her gesture like this, and the door closes.
Wait, gesture like what?
She just does a little gesture with her hand, and the door closes.
Oh. All right.
I really feel like she's maybe more my type of people.
Hey, she's scary. Everybody's right.
Yeah. All right. Kelvin's
Like,
ever?
define scary. She's just strict.
She's mercurial, and I respect that, but I don't necessarily want to be around it if there isn't some food and amenities on hand.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Alright.
it's about 4 o'clock, and this far north, the sun is starting to sort of reach the horizon, and you are walking back towards Kelvin's Rest, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
You make it, but you walk back through the marketplace. Things are starting to shut down. You see the last stragglers purchasing their donuts from Nana Toppins, and you see the side window shut, and they're starting to close the door. And you make it back to Kelvin's Comfort. So let me read you what it looks like. This is, by all accounts, the most popular tavern in town. You walk in, and you see an extensive stock on the wall of dwarven ales and brandies. The common room is bedecked in dwarven craft battlehammer, clan battlehammer. You just see it everywhere. It's one of the most well-known dwarven clans in the north, and you can tell it's battlehammer because it says so in bright red letters on many of the paraphernalia.
Is that a
So,
brand
yeah.
name?
You might,
Yeah,
you think it might
basically
be.
is in the realms.
All right. There are caravan masters, guards, visiting. Anyone who is here on business is probably staying here. So there's the common room is crowded right now. Not so crowded you can't find a seat, but yeah, there's plenty of merriment going on. People are drinking, eating, and relaxing from the hard day that they've had, and retreating from the cold outside. And the snow is picking up. It's coming down heavier now.
I immediately approach the counter and ask for rooms to make sure that we don't dawdle around and eat or something and someone else comes in and takes them, because I don't want to end up back at the other place.
All right, cool. There we go.
Delphine's got that under control. I suppose I'll go sit at the bar.
All right, you go up to the bar, and a dwarf comes up to you and says, "What can I get you?"
Something warm.
He smiles and says, "Fire brandy. That's what you want. You want some fire brandy."
Will I regret the fire brandy?
Most people do.
Then maybe I should get something else a little less warm.
we
For
have.
the folks who brought you risky whiskey, we've got Randy Brandy.
Yeah. Is it the same distillery?
No, one is made by giants and one is made by dwarves. I can't. You have no idea which one is more dangerous.
Oh no.
T-shirt.
When it's gonna be our tank top.
There you go.
All right, why don't you all tell me where you're going to be, and we will take our 10-minute break so everyone can feed and water themselves. Where is Senzin?
He's going to get a seat near the fire and sort of scope out the whole room
All right,
and order drink, just something light, like a lager.
Delphine.
I will sit with the rest of the people, like wherever Star Cells and
You sidle up to the
Piranha.
bar with Shazar and Piranha. Well, I don't know where
Yeah.
Piranha is. I'm assuming.
Oh, I thought Piranha was at the bar.
I mean, she probably is, but what I actually would like to do is roll a perception check and just see if I can sort of suss out who seems like the most interesting or important person in the room. Who seems to command the most respect?
You know, you don't even have to
Intrigue.
roll. I'm going to tell everybody right now.
I was gonna ask who seems the most sketchy.
There is a dark-skinned gentleman sitting in the corner nursing an entire bottle of fire brandy, and he is dressed in something you haven't seen yet. Not even the guards. He's in full shining plate.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that is the most interesting person in the bar right now. And where's Mendridin right now?
Mendridin is on top of a table with a mug of something, sharing stories.
Excellent, and we will start with that after the break. All right, hold on for a second. Let me switch to the intermission, and we will take our little break, and we will see everybody in 10 minutes, so hold tight.
Okay, and mute your desktop audio.
No, that's not big enough.
Yeah.
No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Who's setting up shop? We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're gonna call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
That would be very funny.
I'm the head of it, so like we could add that to the name.
We will then. We're gonna have shirts made. I gotta get their portraits all put together, and we're gonna have merchandise.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be awesome.
Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. Parentheses. We don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
They don't really apply to level 0 characters.
They don't? Okay. All right. So then I won't grab them. I thought that crit might be that extra one. Okay. So here's the regular damage. Oh, say good night, Francis. Oh, that's Chip. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Chip.
Suck it, Chip.
Whoops. I thought
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted it.
This mountain is reserved for patrons.
But
it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar, like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious delicious popcorn and refreshing ice cream treats. But I am a patron. Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
Through and you're kind of at a point where you can't really wedge your way in there anymore. You're like,
Here, boy. Here, boy. Come. Here, boy. You can do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. May I help you? I'd like 2 of those, please. Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those, and 1 of those, and 5 bars of these, and a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white puffy material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
I'm terribly sorry. Bjorn, you explode, and in your place is a sweet roll.
Nice.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. The machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at our snack bar, just waiting for you.
Private messenger. And do you know how to do that in Facebook? I mean, in Facebook, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
At least Facebook is still around hundreds of years into the future.
Hey, why mess with a good thing?
Go ahead and
right?
clip that one, guys. You can send that one to me later, too. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
Brother, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Ethan, there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Brass knuckles he's wearing, and the creature just.
How did the creature go?
One more time?
What? One more time?
No, that was it.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed, you gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man, start strolling down to the sweets that you're rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff, give me 5, let me send you into this nutty jive. Go, man, go! It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill, give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man, frosty.
People, we might be able to take care of that. I
I'm
understand.
gonna sing the Doom song now.
Oh, God.
Doom, 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 da doom, doom, da doom, da doom, doom, da doom, 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 da doom, doom, da doom, doom. Doomy doomy doomy. Doom, doom, doom. The end.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown, couched in a soft bun, and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
Happen, let me see. Is there a deception check for a horse? Does a horse have a... Ooh, it's going for the...
Fully deception for a horse?
Yeah, a horse
I
has got
love it.
deception. So the horse goes up and you see it. It's looking a brief second. It looks at the plant like maybe, you know, it's something even tastier. But then it sticks out its tongue and it, you know, pulls back, you know, and then it backs up. It's got the sugar cube in its mouth and its eyes go boing, as his eyes just go, and it starts woo, and it starts bucking, and you know, and it just and he was looking at something in his hand, and he is standing up, and he grunts out, "Who the F are you? What are you doing here?"
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping.
I'm dead.
God.
Your attention, please. All new Hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
She had red whelps and skin was looking all grotesque and all that, and she let out a little bit of a mumbled roar, leveled the gun at everybody in the room there, and that was where we cut last week. So that was where we'll pick up the action now, unless there are any questions or anything else that the group would like to add.
I have a question.
Please ask away.
What is a mumble roar?
Mumble roar. Yeah, well, yeah, you know.
Settle back now, content, comfortable, well-fed, and ready for some fine entertainment. Is everybody happy? Then let's go. It's showtime.
We're back. Elle will be back momentarily. And let me... Hold on, I gotta unmute desktop audio. There we go. Hello, everyone. We're back. And Elle will be back momentarily.
Back.
All right.
Are you eating mustard with donuts? What is that?
Why don't we start with Menredin, who is up on a table telling tales. Hold on, I gotta turn on the bard music.
So she's got a mug of something frosty, and she's got a skewer of something pickled.
That's great.
All right, wait. We have to pull in another thing that's canon in the universe. Menredin is now eating. It's cannibalism, but Menredin has some pickled herring.
I was gonna say, pickled herring is very apropos. And she's sloshing around telling the grand stories of earlier in the campaign, where she blew up only bad guys, only ever bad guys. Of course, never good guys or innocent bystanders. And rescued all of the people. And she's just telling all the stories of all the Tritons and has all of these captive people who are totally listening to her. Absolutely.
Don't forget the story about the dragon. Don't forget how the dragon was charmed by our
Oh my
charming...
god.
That's it. Whatever.
Is she getting
absolutely.
bardy? Is she getting bardy with it? Like, has she pulled out a lyre or whatever? What is her instrument?
That's a good question. I think her instrument is a lyre. Mostly because I just wanted... Yeah, it's a lyre.
All right, so Menredin's plucking the lyre and recanting this epic, bardic tale of the exploits of... Do you guys have a party name yet? Oh, I think that's going to be the next exercise in between games. I need you to come up with a party name.
Why do you do these things to us, Seth?
Yep. Because I'm awful and terrible and evil.
Yes, you are.
Toss a coin to... Yes. All right, so while Menredin is regaling the crowd with tales of your exploits, the three of you are at the bar. That would be Piranha, Shazara, and Dauphine. And Shazara has politely declined some fire whiskey. So what did you finally end up ordering? Some wine or some mead?
Yeah, mead sounds good.
All right. The dwarf comes back and, puts 3 big mugs in front of you and fills all 3 of your mugs with some mead. And he says, all right, that'll be, gold and silver. Who's paying?
I'll pay for it. It's cool.
Oh, Daphne, that's so sweet of you. Thank you.
Okay. I never really thought about, money.
Money. You are indeed the cloistered librarian.
I spend a lot of time in the library, and I'm a grad student. I suppose all grad students have beer money, so.
We have.
Did you fish it out between the couch cushions?
50, 90. Hang on.
I'm probably using part of my student loans.
About 100 gold pieces, liquid. 2 short swords, 2 rubies, suit of armor that I'm carrying around in my backpack, and a letter opener with a ruby on it that I think Ella has in her.
Oh yeah.
Boot.
Yeah, I've heard about.
So we are okay. We can buy drinks.
Senzin then sits back, takes his spectacles off, and nurses his mug of mead.
I like the visual of Senzin with a little abacus being like.
He's just awesome.
All right. The sun is setting outside, and as the sun is setting, people are making their way into the bar more and more. Notable people that come in. You all notice your friend, Algrek, from the gate comes in, and she sidles up next to you at the bar. As she's barking her way across the room, a well-dressed human woman. She looks out of place. She's dressed in fine robes, ermine, fur, and she's making her way to sit next to the gentleman in plate mail armor.
Dauphine, you know her?
What makes you think I would know her?
I don't know. She's got lots of nice clothes.
All you rich people know each other, right?
Don't
rich.
you all know
My
each
family
other?
is. And it's like a small place, well away from here. Nobody here probably has the slightest idea who my parents are.
I do. I know. I got you, girl.
Is there anybody? Can I do maybe a perception check? Is there anybody who's acting kind of sketchy, or is there anybody who's, I don't know, just seems off? Or
You
are these
can,
all
but
just normal people hanging out?
these all look like normal people.
I want to go ask her where she got her clothes.
I want to talk to.
See, I
wanna
bet
talk
you
to
there
the
would
man.
have been sketchy people if we stayed at Myrtle's.
There would
Well-
be no people.
There would
They
be
would
no
love to
people.
talk.
It would just be us. We'd be like signing to each other and writing letters because she'd be like, shh.
I think you find sketchy people, but the sketchy people you find are us.
Right.
Oh.
I was about to say that. Like, you could give me the perception check, but you guys are the sketchiest people. Like, you're obviously not traders. You're obviously not merchants. You look like a group of adventurers.
So
I
we're
am a traitor.
I know, but the company you're keeping.
People in the
Okay.
box.
I would like to approach the guy who's drinking from the bottle of fire whiskey and just
Is
see. I don't know. Does he seem approachable?
well, who else wants to go over with you? Because that's where the well-dressed woman is heading.
I'll
Oh,
go.
Delphine, you want to talk to her? Or, yeah,
I'll
let's go.
go.
Go make
So
friends.
you guys make your way
We'll make
over, and
I'm gonna pull out a book.
you're gonna sit at the bar and read a book.
I have been that person at a bar, and there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
It's
me
very
too.
Wonderful.
Totally been
It's
that
just
I've also been that person.
It's just that dudes always want to come up and ask you about what you're reading. Like, if I
Oh
wanted to
my
talk to you, I would be
God.
fucking
Or
reading
if
a
you're
book.
working, like if you're working, because I write sometimes, like especially at cons, I'll write in bars, and I'll be working on like a deadline or something. Everybody wants to come up and ask me what I'm working on. Can you see I'm busy?
Not a conversation starter.
Yeah, it's really not.
I love you guys.
Sorry. Sorry, we go talk to the people.
That's okay. You're making you make your way across to talk to them, and all right. The gentleman is sitting there. The woman is still, a couple of feet away. She's greeting other people. She looks almost like royalty. She has that air about her, and he looks up as you approach. He is a dark-skinned man in a plate mail armor. Give me I don't care if you're proficient or not, give me a religion check.
Everybody or just
No,
Delphine
and Piranha.
That's a straight up.
14's good.
14.
14's fine.
Apparently, I have no religion. I don't know.
Delphine has no idea. You recognize, from hanging out with Senzin, you recognize that this is one of the trifold gods that are worshipped here in town. He is a knight of Tyr, the god Tyr.
Ooh.
And he looks up at you and sort of drunkenly slurs, "Can I help you?"
You look as outstanding in this crowd as we do. Do you mind if we take a seat?
Can't stop you.
Bet you
Honestly,
could,
I
though.
just
bet you
really
could.
want to know where you got your furs. Is that local? Because I'm dying to find some white furs.
He looks up at you and says, "I don't know. An acolyte got it for me."
I was talking to the lady, but
He doesn't realize you weren't talking to him, but that's funny. So she's approaching the table, and she's, "Oh, why, thank you." And she looks down. "Sir Barrick, may I sit?" And as she's sitting down, he kicks out a chair for her. And as she's sitting, she looks at you and says, she gives you a name of one of the merchants, Warville the Weevil. I got them from Warville the Weevil.
I must keep that in mind. I will stop by there.
For some reason, he always has the best furs whenever he appears in the market.
Or is he not always there? He doesn't have a stationary building, or?
No, I mean, he's a trapper, so.
Ah.
Can we help you with anything? She's very pleasant and cordial.
See, we're new here. I think we're just trying to get the lay of the land. We were told that there might be some trouble in this area and we should lend a hand, but everything seems pretty peaceful to me.
Who told you that?
I don't recall his name. It was just some passerby, not really of consequence. But has there been something strange going on with the wildlife?
No, not that I'm aware of. My name is Duvessa Shane. I'm the mayor here. Who are you?
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Piranha, and this fancy lass. I don't know. You take it from here, babe.
I'm Delphine. It's nice to meet you.
She holds out her hand and shakes both of your hands, and she.
What was her name again?
Duvessa, Duvessa. Shane, Shane. She is the mayor.
Sounds like she was named after a couch, like duvet.
Blanket.
All right, and she introduces the knight as Sir Barrick. He sort of grunts at you, and he says, "Pardon me, I'm fighting off a cold, and this firebrand usually does it."
You know, I've only had the mead. Is the whiskey that good? Like, is it medicinal?
He looks at you with a true smile and just offers you the bottle.
Fucking down, down the hatch. I'm like, I mean, I feel like my character probably has a good tolerance, but like, I am aiming to impress.
All right,
Can I roll to see if I impress him?
You may, but before you do that, Delphine,
You have to roll to make sure you're drunk.
Well,
Make sure
you
you're not
catch
drunk.
you catch a look from Duvessa, like, you know, noble person to noble person, like
Yeah,
the sidelong glance.
those internal eye rolls.
All right,
I'm immune at this point.
all right. Give me a. I don't want a check. I want a Constitution save.
Oh God.
All right.
How much of it are you drinking?
Piranha, no.
Okay, so what I'm doing, and I've actually gotten pretty good at this from.
Not life experience ever. Not life experience.
No. You like throw the bottle back dramatically, and you just sort of purse your lips so only small amounts are coming in, but you pretend you like. It's like an affectation, like, oh, I'm totally wigging this, but it's like, you know, you're.
All right. Well, first off, give me a persuasion or a subterfuge check. Wait, that's not this game. What is it? Subterfuge is vampire. Give me a performance.
Or sleight of hand.
Oh my God. How bad was that? Oh my God, what was
I
that?
will give you the opportunity. You have one inspiration point, but I will give you the opportunity to play it off and sputter it all out of your mouth like it's just so ungodly strong.
I'm gonna do that one then. I'm definitely gonna do that one.
And he laughs at you and says, "Have a seat."
Well, cheers nonetheless. Sorry for wasting your booze. I won't do that again.
So what brings you all here? And, you know, he's pulling Duvessa and Piranha and Delphine into the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, like, man, I don't know. There is this person that we trust who is wants to keep peace in all of the realms, sent us here in order to make sure that peace is properly kept.
We've heard some stories that there's something amiss out here, and we are people who like to fix what's amiss, and so that's why we're here. We've heard the wildlife thing. It's not like it's not like they've got a parasite. We've heard that they're being smashed, and we've seen
flattened like pancakes,
like smashed, like with a rock, and we've seen something similar.
I would like both of you two to give me a perception check. You are perceiving potentially something that Duvessa is doing right now.
Is she doing the side eye?
No.
I hate these dice. Well, I got an 18.
All right, that is good. Delphine, so she's very subtly playing with a chain, and there is a sort of emblem on the end of the chain, and she's subtly flashing it to you, in particular, Delphine, and it is a Lord's Alliance symbol.
Oh.
So she appears to be a member of the, and she is intentionally telling this to you.
You know, I mean, maybe we've got the town wrong, though.
She says, "Who sent you? Who are you here on behalf of?"
I guess.
You've got the same necklace if you want to do the same thing back to her.
Yeah, I basically do that. That's right. I do that.
She picks up
I
on
just don't
it.
want to say anything out loud that seems inappropriate to the situation because I don't know anything about the person across from me.
She picks up on it and she nods at you and says, "Why don't you come to my office tomorrow morning right after 9 bells, and we can have a conversation. I think it would be mutually beneficial to everyone.
I think that sounds wonderful. Why don't we just enjoy our evening from here on out and plan on doing that in the morning?
Barrick looks at Piranha and shakes his head and says, politics.
Yeah. So, the fire whiskey, maybe a level beyond for me, but I've got what I like to call risky whiskey. You want to see God, friend?
Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll regret it.
Is it, he looks at you and sort of, with a glint in his eye, is it medicinal?
It's medicinal as hell, my friend. Doctor is in.
He chuckles and takes the flask from you, and he does the exact same thing that you tried to do, except he actually does it and isn't cheating. I gotta do a constitution check. You've got the character sheets. Hold on, let me see what his constitution is.
Oh.
This is gonna be fun.
I should pull up the character sheets.
Yep. Well, we won't. I don't think we're gonna need him tonight.
Well, I
All
should
right.
remember who we're talking about.
That's hilarious. All right. His constitution is 14. So let's see what we get. Let's roll a 20-sider. Oh, I should have rolled everybody. Oh. All right. He finishes. It's about half gone at this point. He sits back down, looks at Piranha and Duvessa, says, "Oh, that was a bad idea," and promptly passes out.
I was gonna say, does he die?
No, he's literally, "Oh, that was a bad idea." Thunk.
Uh-oh. Well,
great. Now you've broke the locals. That was incredibly undiplomatic.
Who got disadvantage? Wait, somebody might have actually played disadvantage on him. Well, he's gonna pass out anyway, so give that disadvantage to somebody else.
Aww. Just save it for later.
Duvessa's looking down at Sir Barrick, and she's just chuckling. And well, no one could have seen that coming.
Oh, no, I'm completely shocked.
She snaps her fingers, and a couple of dwarves from behind the bar come over, and they sort of. Unfortunately, this may not actually be a. I've got. Thank you. I've got disadvantage.
hell yeah.
So,
Thank you.
the dwarves are acting like, unfortunately, this is probably not a once in a lifetime occurrence. This is maybe a regular occurrence for our friend Sir Barrick.
I'm shocked.
And they are sort of assisting him up to his room.
Seems like he's got it. I'm gonna go and assist you. I feel a sense of duty because it was my risky whiskey that did topple him, and I just want to keep my head on a swivel and see like what I might take note of in his room and the people who are handling him.
So let me all of you, I'm assuming you're going to share this with everyone else, and in the interest of everyone having this information, you look around. This is the gathering place. Like, as you're, assisting the dwarves take him up, you see Augrek. She's here. Sirach is actually nursing a drink somewhere near Senzin by himself, looking into the fireplace. The mayor's here. Sir Barrick
But
is
do we
here.
see the cranky lady?
I don't think she was
Absolutely not.
darkened the door.
Absolutely not.
I mean, she gotta eat too. She doesn't have any food.
Yep. You see the priest that you saw earlier at the temple. So this is sort of the social life of this border town, and that's sort of what you gather from your experiences in the last half hour.
This is
Everyone
like the
who's
white
there.
heart of the Renaissance fair.
Exactly. It's like yes. I'm laughing and Senzin's laughing because we know.
Perfect.
All right.
Can
Piranha.
we see what's happening from where we are? I just kind of glance over my book.
Yeah, you see Piranha sort of assisting the dwarves. You can tell, she's in full-on scouting the place out mode. And Piranha, you get upstairs. It's actually nice. It's the hallways are wooden with torches, and what you saw of The dwarves don't usher you in to Sir Barrick's room, but it looks lovely. You know, they have nice big down beds with a fireplace. There are some larger suites you see down at the end of the hall. So it doesn't look terrible. I mean,
Okay, but like I'm not trying to write a review for TripAdvisor. Do I notice any personal facts? Like anything that might give me more insight about this particular dude?
all right, give me an investigation check.
Okay. 22.
22.
I think it's not showing up for me because D&D Beyond is now showing me its actual ass this time. Proving
Oh, good. It's someone else's
point.
turn.
Yeah, really proving your point, bud. All right, 22.
All right. So, in your limited view into the room, you see more than appropriate numbers of empty bottles all over the room.
No. Is there anything interesting there?
Not really. I mean, nothing that would, nothing that jumps out other than the fact that you pretty much know that Sir Barrick's a drunk.
Alright, well.
I think we knew that already.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he had an entire bottle of
Something about that fire brandy.
And he drank half of my flask, which, I mean, that was kind of rude, but okay. I'll let it pass.
He did the same thing you tried to do to him, you realize.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of rude too. That's fine. I'm a hypocrite also, it turns out. Fucking sue me for it, Squire.
All right, so...
Alright, I'm back downstairs.
Back to Delphine and the mayor at the table. And then we'll go around the table. So what is Delphine and the mayor doing? Or what are Delphine?
Like I said, I think I'm mostly just going to enjoy my evening unless something jumps out at me and plan to do business in the morning. So I'm just drinking, chatting. I show her my shoes.
Okay. What is Shazara reading about?
I don't know. I probably have quite a collection of books, and I doubt I'd pull out my
She's
best volumes.
She's stuck in the frozen north, so of course she's reading about how to survive in sunny locations.
How to beat the heat with Shazara Lightwing.
Exactly.
How to
All right.
beat the heat 101.
Mm-hmm.
Page 1, what you're doing now.
I really want to read about the symbolism of ravens.
So perhaps you can take a look at the town hall tomorrow when Delphine goes to meet the mayor.
There you go.
Oh, well,
All
that
right.
would be convenient.
What is Senzin doing?
So, he's got folk hero rustic hospitality. So he's going to sidle over to Sirac and
Okay.
ask if he minds if he has a seat.
No. By all means, have a seat.
Okay. I couldn't help but overhear before I became lost in the vespers of my god, your concern of the area and pulverized wildlife, and you seem really invested, of course, in this land and concerned.
I am not from here, and I love this place. It is my true home, and I would not see anything bad happen to it. And I think there's something on the horizon. I don't know what it is yet. If you had to ask me, I would say giants, but there hasn't been giant activity in the north in generations.
Do people here, what's the, have you mentioned giants and their reaction is dismissive or just disbelieving?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm the only one that ranges far enough out to actually see this stuff.
Mm-hmm. What have you seen besides pulverized wildlife? Anything of note?
I haven't been able to find tracks, which is disturbing. I mean, I don't know enough about giants. Do you know anything about giants? I know that there's different kinds of giants. I know there's really dumb ones, and I know there's magic using ones, but that's about all I know.
Well, what little I know, if you think about it, magic using ones, maybe they have abilities which can remove traces of what they've done. As disturbing as that
Well,
is.
that's actually in a line with what I've been finding. I mean, it's strange that I can't even find tracks. Magic's the only answer.
It has to be.
And of course, he points over across the room at the priest, and then he points directly at Duvessa and says, "They don't want me to talk about it because they think I'm just going to scare the locals." So, is there anything you can do about it? Can you help me?
Would you like me to talk to the priest?
Well, I mean,
Who
I don't have-
can I talk to for you? I'm
I
new
need
here as well.
I need able adventurers to come with me.
Oh.
But I mean, I don't have anything to pay you. I'm a trapper. So, I can't hire you. That's my problem. And of course, they don't want me talking to anybody here, and I can't hire anybody here because they're going to be very angry with me and ostracize me if I start stirring up discontent.
Well, we've just gotten here, and if we were to leave again on our business, I can't imagine anyone would really notice. And if it's for the good of this town, they seem like good people. They've got good temples. They're hardy folk. And you wouldn't have to worry about paying us. That's what we're here for. We're here to help.
So I wouldn't have to pay you to help me?
Not in a coin, maybe in just information, helping us understand what's going on around here as well, and helping us to navigate this town, this city. That would be greatly appreciated. I'm not from here, clearly. You're not from here, but you seem to fit in quite well. That would be very valuable if you could help us navigate the best prices on goods.
Absolutely. I will. I'll give you whatever help I can.
That'd be greatly appreciated.
No, that's okay. Keep going.
I of course need to speak with my comrades, but this could be the start of a very important partnership. I feel. I think there was a reason Ilmater put you in my path in the temple.
Oh, you worship Ilmater too?
Too, of course I do, brother.
Aw, he gives you a hearty smile and makes the. I don't know, how do folks who worship Ilmater bless themselves? However he does that, and he lets you know that he also worships Ilmater, and says, thank you so much. All right, let me go over to Menredin. Is Menredin trying to do anything? Is she trying to bardically gain coin or perform, or are you trying to wow people? What do you want to do? Or are you just recounting stories?
Definitely trying to wow people, trying to trade stories and one up each other.
Okay.
So trying to get more accounts of what's going on, maybe weird thing that's happening in area, not necessarily just giants, but anything that's happening.
Okay. You actually find that this is a really peaceful settlement. People's stories of war and combat and battles of ages past are generations old. It has been, other than the occasional raiding barbarian tribe, it's actually been a pretty useful, it's actually been a pretty peaceful place to live. Oh my god, I'm just watching this chat go by. Yeah. You dorks.
We've been holding it in so well,
I know.
haven't we?
We were doing so good until you said something sad.
Anyway, hold on, let me screen cap that. No. Ah, you assholes. God bless you.
Sorry, compliment my hair. It was really nice.
Your hair looks lovely.
It made me feel really good. It was very sweet.
Pretty. It was nice hair.
Whereas the green screen is really bringing out the white in mine, thanks.
Hey, you got that Geralt look that you're
secret.
approaching. It's good. Yeah.
There you go. All right, so you find this out about the North that it's by all accounts a really lovely place to live, other than the weather. If you're not into snow in August.
Well, that's horrifically boring. So she proceeds to get very drunk and very
Loud.
uncoordinated and loud, and kind of like stumbles and spills all over. Let's just pick like the most boring and uptight looking guy in the room.
The dude that she was just talking to, because I about.
I honestly, I think I'm gonna say that you actually trip and spill your drink all over Senzin.
Oh, Senzin, I'm sorry. Probably the safest bet, though.
Okay.
Probably the safest bet.
I walk over. Do I see this
Got
happen?
hot tea up my nose.
Sure.
I walk over and I clean up all the alcohol from Senzin's.
So Shazara waves her hands and, some sparkling light comes off and she prestidigitizes all of the alcohol away.
Oh my god, you can say that.
Prestidigitize?
Dude, over 30 years of playing these games and I still can't say that, right? I'm like, prestidig something. That one, the thing.
I
that
get
does
all
the
tongue-tied.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's like Nemo trying to say anemone.
Oh, and actually, I need a perception check from Piranha. Out of character. I believe Senzin's got Folk Hero as background, right? All right.
Yes.
You realize that you have way more in common with Senzin than you might realize. You actually have this whole personality about you, and you're seeing it come out tonight in this tavern. That
Okay,
to his people.
I've got it from Krista. I've got it from here.
All right.
Hey, Senzin, I don't know what it is about this place, about this drink, but there's just something. I just feel like we have this much deeper connection that I just realized before. Like, are you feeling it? Because I just really feel it. I don't know.
He raises his mug. I am feeling very strongly about protecting this town. You're right.
Yeah, I really I feel very just, I don't know, rustic and hospitable, viscerally so.
I mean, the air is bracing, and the people are down to earth. They've got the temple of they've got the right gods, if you will. No offense, others, but
I'm feeling those gods in this bar tonight, Senzin.
right. I mean, it's and he's like, am I missing something? Are we on the twat again?
Well, Senzin, I've got a pogo stick with your name on it, baby. Anyway, but for real though, we should help these people, right?
We should. What do you have a seat? Piranha, have a seat. This is Sirac. Sirac, this is Piranha. Please.
Matt, how's it going, Sirac? How's the rest of your day? I scoot just a little close to Senzin, not desperate or obvious, just
not desperate or obvious.
Obvious. Shazara looks over her book, rolls her eyes, and goes back to reading.
I just need to set this scene for Shazara yet again and Dauphine, who aren't drunk at all, watching Meriden get piss drunk and fall over into Senzin's lap, and then Dauphine and then Piranha come over and do what Piranha just did. And
bonding over the fact that we're both very hospitable individuals. Don't make this weird, Seth.
I'm not making anything weird at all.
I must defend this town. I feel that too.
I like pogo sticks.
Yeah.
Hey, Senzin, let's have some fun. This beat is sick.
The lyre that's being drunkenly strummed by Menridin on the floor at Senzin's feet.
Mistin, are you doing okay down there?
I'm sitting there with
need
my
any
head
help?
in my hands, refusing to acknowledge that I know these people.
I'm gonna reach down and scoop up that wire because that's very, very important to
Well,
our...
is Menredin still trying to play it?
Oh yeah, Menredin's like scooting on the floor like a little inchworm, just kind of like strumming the lyre.
She's got it. She's got it. Menredin's got it. I'm not gonna take that away from her. That's what she needs right now. I'm gonna meet her where she is at.
I can't decide if Menredin would be happy or unhappy if I tried to help her out.
So at this point, one of the dwarven bartenders comes over and looks down at the Triton on the floor and looks up at everyone else and says, "Do you need rooms?"
Oh yes, I booked them earlier. I did that earlier, remember? I took
No,
care of
I
them.
didn't.
We have rooms.
Ah, all right. Well, perhaps he didn't hear. Do you have rooms?
Yes, we I think. I mean, I went to the counter and did the thing, and they told us we had rooms.
We're going to be closing in about an hour or so. Perhaps you can help your fishy friend to their room.
I don't like your tone when you're talking about my friend, but yes, we will help her. We will definitely help her out.
Can I try to? Does alcohol count as poison?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. It absolutely does.
I think we need to sober them up.
Try to sober her up.
If you actually remove that poison, she will be stone cold sober.
I just can't decide
She's
if she'll
gonna
be
hate
upset
you.
with me. She could hate me. She can always drink more if she decides that she doesn't really want to be sober. I just get the feeling that these guys are not too thrilled with us, so...
I mean, they did remove, Sir Barrack pretty quickly when he sort of passed out at the table.
I think that they're okay with us having fun, but they like to remove the rabble once it becomes part of the furniture.
Well put.
All right, I'll try to sober Menredin up a bit just to avoid any trouble.
All right, so what are you doing?
Oh man, I'm finding my reading glasses. That's what I'm doing.
It's like everybody here have reading glasses. We're all just
Pretty
like.
much.
Did you just put them on upside down?
Probably.
They're just probably crooked. Lesser restoration.
All right. All right. So you wave your hands, and this circle of dark energy circles around your head, almost in the shape of a raven, and rushes into Menredin, and Menredin just gasps, and now Menredin is stone cold sober. How would Menredin like to react to this?
Well, kind of exactly how that GIF was. Just kind of like...
You worked so hard to get that drunk.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's real hard for a saltwater creature to maintain, like, the proper, like, electrolyte imbalance.
We were getting some looks, so I wasn't sure if,
We were asked to remove you from the area, and I don't think I can carry your fishy self.
Yeah.
But maybe when we get back to our rooms, you could have some of the risky whiskey.
Yeah, that'll knock you right out.
So as you're... Go ahead.
It's not as fun without an audience.
It's fair.
And she just kind of like
totally fair.
starts heading upstairs.
As you are getting up from under the table, a very, very cheerful halfling comes over to the table with a round of fire brandy for everyone. And it is your friend Algrek from the front gate.
Boy, we make friends fast. I mean, like, we've only known her for like a day, and she's our friend. That's impressive.
Well, two of us have something called rustic hospitality, and I'm definitely feeling it tonight.
And she sits down and she says, "Well, welcome, new friends. Share a drink with me and tell me more about your visit to Icewind Dale. Have you been enjoying Bryn Shander?"
Sure.
It's been interesting.
Interesting in what way?
Yeah, how's that boat
maybe
going?
not so interesting way. We're just getting
That's the
settled in
rudest
today.
way.
like
Oh,
like
no,
your 80-year-old grandmother, she reaches over and she like wipes let's say Shazara, and she like wipes off. She's like, "Oh, you've been to Nana Toppins," and she's wiping some sugar off your cheek.
Oh yeah, that was actually really worth being here for.
That smell was pretty amazing. We couldn't resist.
I agree. I particularly like the artisanal aged at sea donuts.
Aged at sea?
Yeah,
Is that what you got?
They're
perks up and is like, what?
they're imported. They only get them seldom, but they're very good. I hear they get them all the way from Chult.
Wow.
We'll
have to try
Ella
those.
roll an insight check to know what the fuck that means? Should we know? Is that something I should know?
I just pretended I knew.
Salty donuts.
I'll just tell you straight up. You know, I hear you. Yeah, all right, Mandy.
Are you a donut connoisseur?
No, the aged at sea artisanal donuts are from our Tomb of Annihilation game.
Ah.
I just figure if anyone's gonna eat an aged at sea donut, it's gonna be Menredin.
Yeah,
pretty
sounds
much.
appropriate.
I'm all over it.
Oh, dear Mandy, I got invited to do a podcast with her yesterday, but I couldn't fit it into my schedule. I hope that went well for her.
Yay!
Friend Anna and her are friends, I believe.
All right, cool. So your halfling friend is sitting there just shooting the shit with you and sharing the rest of the evening. If you want to keep hanging out with her, you can. The tavern is starting to empty out, and it's getting a little later.
So, Greg, what you know about some smash animals? Yeah?
She looks at you like you have 3 heads when you say that.
I mean,
I was thinking smash sandwiches, except animals. I just get food on the plane. I can't.
I just saw a fish get smashed not 10 minutes ago.
She has no idea what you're talking about. And at this point, the bar's sort of emptied out. It's literally just you guys, and it looks like Sirach is having an animated conversation with Duvessa over in the corner. But other than that, the place is empty.
I'm inclined to go and talk to the cooking staff in the back because that's just sort of my thing, but I'm just not quite feeling it at the moment. Maybe another meal.
Maybe we get some rest and then go at this in the morning. We've kind of screwed around in the bar probably for most of this session.
All right.
All right, then why don't you guys go on up? You've paid enough to have... Senzin has indicated that it will cost you 5 gold pieces a night for 5 rooms, or if you want to start doubling up, you can do so, and it'll be, like 1 gold and 5 silver.
I mean, also, since I do have the entertainer background with the feature by popular demand,
That's sort of what I was asking you earlier. Were you trying to do any of that? And that's okay. If you want to backtrack and you wanted to do that, then that's fine. I'll let it go. Go ahead. So if you want to do that. So you're actually going to perform. How does that work? Tell us about it.
I mean,
she did.
My performance is mostly telling stories.
How does it work mechanically?
Drunken storytelling.
Yeah, I'm sorry. How does it work mechanically? So what happens when you do this?
So mechanically, it's just I can always find a place to perform, usually at an inn or tavern. At such a place, you receive free lodging and food of a modest or comfortable standard, depending on the quality of the establishment, as long as you perform each night. In addition, your performance makes you something of a local figure. When strangers recognize you in a town where you have performed, they typically take a liking to you.
Awesome. All right. So, as the evening progresses, you hear rumblings around the bar of the stories of the fish lady. And your gold piece cost to stay there is, say, 4 per night now, and Menredin eats for free.
Yeah.
Did we lose a Star Cells, or is she asleep?
I think she froze.
I think we lost her. She's actually out of the Skype window, so she'll be back momentarily, I'm sure.
Oh no.
It's a nice peaceful pose though. Like if you
It
can
is. She
freeze,
looks so
that's
happy.
better. Some of the best ones. She just looks so peaceful.
Right?
She looks like a painting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Piranha has shot her shot and is going to bed.
I'm doing the sleeps.
All right, everyone, go ahead and take a long rest. I am going to absolutely say the night passes uneventfully, unless there's a knock on Senzin's. No, I'm not going to encourage that.
Dear God.
And everyone wakes up in the morning. It is still snowing out, and there's about a foot of snow on the ground.
Oh my.
I make a snow angel.
Everyone wakes up and sort of makes their way downstairs, unless anybody else is doing anything, to see Dauphine, the prim and proper elven princess, lying in the middle of the street making a snow angel. There's a star back.
I'm back. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened to my internet.
It's okay.
You had
There you
the
are.
most lovely pose while you were gone, though. Your face froze, but you just it looked like you were sleeping peacefully. It was really quite
I
lovely.
wish I was sleeping peacefully.
You looked like a painting. You looked very
It was
beautiful.
really beautiful. You looked
At
great.
least I didn't freeze like with a funky face.
Yeah, that's usually what happens, right?
Yeah.
No, it was lovely.
All right,
Oh,
so
So it snowed and
I made a snow angel.
and yeah, it
Yeah.
snowed all night. You woke up in the morning, and you all came downstairs to breakfast, and the smell of they have ordered out for Nana Toppins, so they're fresh pastries and coffee. But you all stumble downstairs to the sight of the prim and proper elvish princess making snow angels in the street outside.
What? No one ever made y'all don't make snow angels when it snows?
I mean, Menredin is definitely hopping out there and is asking for instructions.
All right, so
on
you just
this.
lay down and then you do this, and then it makes an angel.
And she's
I
having
don't need
so
to
much
really
fun.
like get in the snow for the angel thing.
What does Menredin's like corporal form look like? Are there is it just humanoid or are there extra
Are there
appendages?
gills? Like, do you have gills? I think
you
you're asking.
Floating?
She's-
I mean,
she's
you
got,
have
like,
eggs.
She's got like little gills, little gill slits, but she's mostly humanoid. She doesn't have any tentacles, and she doesn't have a tail.
Did you say any or many?
She does not have any.
Oh,
Look, oh, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, like, does it snow where I live? Maybe I'm just like, oh, I heard about this. And
No,
and
it
I've
does,
always wanted
but
to do it. Okay.
you know, it snows in winter, but here it's barely approaching fall, and there's already snow on the ground. And
You're a
you,
princess. You do what the fuck you want to do.
That's right.
Stop you.
Yep.
The mood struck. Okay.
and you understand that this, honestly, like, there's a little bit of some of the townspeople are at the bar talking to the dwarven bartenders, and you overhear them saying, this is unusual for this early in the season.
Hmm.
You've got about an hour and a half before your meeting with Duvessa. So anything you want to do, go ahead. You've
want
got
to
time.
eat more of those wonderful donuts, and no, I will not be licking any metal bowls to the person in chat.
Okay.
Rania might take that on for you, but I'm
Ooh.
Metal is not my forte, baby. Actually,
It doesn't have enough suckers on it.
It's not Piranha's forte, we'll say.
They-
I know they ordered in for the pastries, but is there a kitchen staff? Is there any I just vibe with the chef scene. Is there anyone I can go and just like throw down with?
There's a couple of chefs in the kitchen. They're relaxing back there because they know that there's no way they're going to compete with Nana Toppins, so they just tend to send out for it every morning.
Perfect. I'm gonna make my way back, and I'm just gonna say, hey, those donuts are great. They're just, they're a little rich. I can have like one, but I don't know. I just thought maybe I'd come back here. I don't want to put you to work or anything. Do you have maybe anything in the larder? I suppose. And then I pull out my
Y'all,
whiskey
we
and I
spend
pass
more
around.
time on what we're eating than any other game I have ever
No,
played.
no, you don't.
It's
Trust
so
me.
epic.
Hungry crowd.
We are
You-
very hungry all the time.
You have no idea. The pickled herring and Nana Toppins jokes are replete everywhere else. Anyway, as you're talking to him, he kind of looks at you and goes, "Does this belong to you?" And he pulls up one of the tablecloths, and Trixie is under one of the tables just devouring a haunch of boar. And they're laughing, you know, like they're literally like they're not angry, but he's like, "Does this belong to you?"
I scoop her up. I just give her a little scoop. I'm like, oh, you little scamp. Were you hungry? Were you hungry, baby? Thank you for your
Totally.
kindness. I can pay. Someone could pay for that, I'm sure. I think I.
Ah, it's fine.
So
I've
we
never
should have
seen one.
her clothes made.
I've never seen one of these. What are they?
Oh, she's a companion. She's a sweetheart. She's a little scoundrel is what she is. Aren't you a little scoundrel? Aren't you just a little scoundrel? Yes, my little scoundrel. I like put her under my cloak on my shoulder.
And she sort of nips at you and is like, "Yeah, all right, mom."
You know you
We
are.
You need to make that cat some clothes. It's cold.
I mean, she's not shuddering or anything. She seems, comfortable.
She's not a naked cat with wings.
Stop! We're gonna stop that conversation right there.
Okay, in about 26 minutes, let's continue it though.
All right. We know what Piranha's doing in the kitchen with Trixie. We know what Dauphine just done. What is Senzin doing this fine morning?
He's pretty fascinated by the snow. I believe that where he comes from is pretty rocky and hot. So he's gonna go outside and kind of tromp around and sort of just, be like Belle in Beauty and the Beast, and he's just kind of like, and this and this and
What's
look
this?
at
What's this? I can't
Yes,
believe
thank
my
you.
eyes.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's even better. That's better.
We have now become a musical.
Oh yeah. And Senzin is Jack Skellington.
Yeah. He's fascinated and checking everything out and just really absorbing how the folk, make do in lots of snow, and they're brushing it off and they're just continuing with their daily lives.
Is this Senzin's, and I mean, it's up to you. Is this Senzin's first experience with snow?
Yeah. I this much. He may have seen like a dusting, but he's never seen like a foot of snow.
So this is absolutely and utterly new to you. How about Menredin now? What is Menredin doing?
Menredin's kind of similar to Senzin. She's from like the deep ocean, so she's familiar with cold, but she's not familiar with snow.
Like ice or water, not in between.
Yeah. So she's kind of like kicking her feet around and enjoying like the fluffy nature of it, kind of like a dog frolicking in the snow.
I'm literally picturing the Triton and the Dragonborn like having a snowball fight now.
Yeah.
All right, Shazara. What is Shazara doing?
So we overhear the comment about it's really early for this much snow because it's August, right?
It's late August, almost September.
Can I do a history check to see if this has happened before and if there's any reason for it, there's any meaning to it?
Yeah, go ahead. Actually, give me history or arcane. Whichever you're better at.
They're both the same, and
Then
I'm
it doesn't
proficient
matter.
in both.
Yeah, just roll one.
23.
You suspect there might be something magical about this.
Magical snow.
I kind of motion Menredin away from her
Frolic.
her frolicking in snowball fights.
Yep.
And-
I come on over.
I
Begrudgingly.
kind of see you, just through the snow, kind of waddling through. So, Menredin, does anything about this snow strike you as unusual or magical? It's really early in the year for this sort of snow, and from what I can recall, this isn't just the weather.
Kind of like ponders it. She's
I
like,
figure you know water and snow is made of water. You know magic. Maybe there's something you can remember that or know that I would have to look into more.
the combination of her magic eyes and the like the creator destroy water and the control error water, could she use that as like a advantage on an arcana check for it?
I mean, you both are. I will tell you straight up that you both are pretty sure there's something unnatural about this.
Yeah.
But we can't figure out what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you've never heard of something that would be able to control the weather on this grand a scale.
Okay. Like not even something like Eric.
Not even. Well, I mean, you don't know.
Only
yeah,
something
only
like
only things like Eric and gods would in your brain be able to do things like that.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna make a mental note when we get to the town hall to look at weather records.
Good
which
idea.
I assume that they keep.
You'd probably assume right.
Well, I would have never thought of that. That's brilliant.
All right. So, do you want to do anything else before heading out to your? Oh, well, is Delphine inviting everyone else?
Can I invite myself?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, honestly, I don't mind inviting everybody for the sake of the party, but would that be something that would be welcome? I would
mean,
imagine Delphine would know the
Yeah, you
rules of
are
politics.
exactly, and as long as they don't interrupt and become unruly like servants do, they'd be fine. And that's sort of the idea that you get, you know.
Okay. I explained very clearly that this meeting is with an important individual in the area and that they're welcome to attend. And, you know, I'm perfectly happy to have them, but they will have to mind their manners and they will probably be treated as if they were my servants or whatever. So they just have to sort of sit and be quiet for the most part.
Just
Or at
tell
least-
them I'm your royal research assistant.
Well, you'll probably
there
be
you
out like looking at books the whole time. So
Yeah. I'm not going to be hanging with the royals.
That's cool.
as
Who is
you are,
actually going to be there with them?
you can all go if you want.
Well, I invited everybody. I was like, hey, do y'all want to go? Like, I know it could suck because, you know, you have to be on your best behavior, but you're still welcome to go. We might find some things out.
Are other members of the party gonna go and attend?
I'm assuming everyone's going at this point.
Yeah.
I guess I'll play.
All right, as you are walking out the door, you nearly run into a small, heavily bundled figure. She's a small, dark-haired woman, and she's carrying firewood in. And she says, "Oh, excuse me." And,
Can we help you with that?
she says, "Thank you. I'm just delivering the firewood for today. I appreciate it. It's a heavy load."
I'll
She
carry that
introduces
in for you.
herself as Beldora.
It's nice to meet you. Wait, hold on. Sinton will carry that in for you. That makes no sense.
That looks a little heavy.
She thanks Senzin very much, and she says, "Well, it's lovely to meet you. I've got to get off to my next delivery. Thank you."
Best of luck.
Where are you delivering to? I'm looking for any
I'll-
excuse.
Oliver Town. I think my next delivery is the town hall.
Oh, well, you know, if you
Sorry,
want any
sorry,
help,
Piranha.
I was planning
just on our
to
way.
visit the town hall myself, along with my companions.
Poor Piranha.
She says, "Well, thank you. I appreciate that."
We're not creepy at all.
Yeah, and so she says, "All right, great. I'll lead you there."
And
you.
I probably look at Senzin like I just volunteered him to actually carry the wood.
Yeah, because none of us are actually gonna do that. Thanks,
Just kind of
Vincent.
how like my marriage is. So
Oh.
Yeah, my husband calls himself the pack mule.
he's doing that.
Wow.
I'm surprised Senzin isn't already like. I feel like Senzin is already like upon meeting this person going in our direction, just like without just muscle memory, just like milady.
Good, fair point. Good point.
Well, I mean, you can't help everybody all the time, but damn it if Senzin was
yeah,
gonna
that
try.
can.
All
I
right.
can carry a couple of pieces of firewood.
Oh my God, I'm not getting your asses bogged down in this. So you help carry some
you
firewood.
did this to yourself, Seth.
I
You did it
know.
to yourself.
I needed to introduce Beldora. You'll see why in a minute.
We're very detail oriented.
And finally, as you're leaving, you hear a stumble from upstairs, and you hear someone in plate mail armor sort of crash out of bed as you're walking out the door.
I think
Oh,
our friend
God.
is awake.
Bet he's regretting last
You
night.
crunch your way down the street. It is still snowing. I'm going to turn off the Bard Ballad and turn on the wind.
That we can't hear.
You're
Right, you can't
unto
hear.
a god, sir.
Thanks.
I know, right?
That's great.
And you make your way down the street to the town hall. It is the largest building. It's right on the central square, and usually it looks like it's sort of a community meeting place. It's big enough to hold weddings, fest halls. It's very large. In the back of the hall is a short flight of stone steps that lead down, and in the front of the hall is it looks like those old turn-of-the-century police stations where there's a wall with some bars, but there's no ceiling on it, and it's in the front corner.
Wall with some
So
bars.
inside, do you understand what I'm saying?
So it's like part
It's-
of the
it's like-
space is,
What?
doesn't have a ceiling. It's a cell without a ceiling.
It's a
No,
It's
it's
a
where the deputy and sheriff are sitting.
oh, I know what he's
So it looks like that big area where, and you,
like the bars at the
yeah, and you have to step up to
Like
it.
a jail. It's just
Exactly, and they're sitting behind there.
Oh.
It's like a room created in the middle of a room.
Right.
Got
So
it,
there's
got
a
it.
large man, human man sitting there, and a female halfling, your friend Algrek, who yells hello. Hey, welcome to the town hall.
Hello.
Hey, Algrek, how's it going?
And she says, "All right, do you need something? Can we
I had
help
a
you?"
meeting with the mayor this morning.
So there's a set of stairs in the back that lead up to a small door. It's not another floor, but there seems to be an office set in the back of the room, in the back of the big hall.
Okay. So we go there.
All right. You open the door, and inside, Duvessa Shane is sitting, and she is wearing, very expensive robes. She rises and says, "You did introduce yourself last night," so she says, "Delphine, lovely to see you. Please come in. Are these your friends?"
Yes, these are my companions. They are here to help as well.
Great. Please close the door behind you.
We do so.
There are enough chairs for all of you. She anticipated that everyone would be here.
Woohoo!
And she says, "So, why are you really here?"
So I relay to her the story of, well, first of all, that I had been sent out by my mother and the whole bit about the Lord's Alliance. And then, of course, that we were actually brought here by a friendly cloud giant who's concerned about the area. And, just the general story, but shortened.
Her eyes get wide when you mention the word giant. And she says, "What do you know of giants?"
I relay that we know about the varying different kinds and whatever the cloud giant told us. He told us this big whole thing about the hierarchy of giants that I didn't write down. I can't remember, but my character does.
So you recount the ordning and that the ordning has been shattered.
Yes.
And she says, "We have suspected as much. I don't want to alarm the populace. Please keep this information to yourselves."
Absolutely. There's
How can-
no need to get
how
the
can I
village
help?
up it. No. Just tell us what to go kill and we'll kill it, Seth.
Do you need resources? Have you spoken with Sirach? Has he told you his theories? I've been trying to suppress them, but I understand you've had some conversations with him.
Yeah, so we did run into somebody who had a little bit of information about some potential animals possibly being squished by giants, squished by something, but he was being hushed and we weren't really allowed to get in-depth information. So what we're actually looking for now is to find out, do you have any information about the goings-on in the countrysides that are apparently deadly?
There have been giant attacks. I have not released this information to the general public. The sheriff knows, and Sirach suspects.
Got it.
We need to know what's going on, and we need... Do you have experience exploring the tundra?
We could certainly explore, and we're happy to do some scouting and try to look into these occurrences for you. We would, if you happen to have any healing resources, those are always welcome.
I mean, we have a priest of Tyr, and
we
certainly we have an
really
alchemist.
Take the priest with us.
Well, and we certainly have an alchemist. I can supply you with a few potions of healing.
That would be wonderful.
But primarily, our strengths here lie in information and resources with regard to food, shelter, and very large 30-foot walls.
Well, we would certainly appreciate having a permanent residence of sorts while we sort through all of this, or semi-permanent.
As you are talking, speaking with Duvessa, you hear an unearthly wolven howl from outside.
My God!
It's echoing throughout the city.
What is that?
I feel like that should be investigated.
Huh. Duvessa looks a little perplexed, and she stands up, opens the door, and as she opens the door, you look out, and Algrek and the sheriff are standing, straight up, and they're, donning their cloaks and walking toward the front door.
Okay, I think we should follow them and investigate that terrible sound.
All right.
I was gonna look at weather records, but I can go with you.
We can get back to the weather records. Eventually we'll probably like to negotiate free room and board for our assistants too.
Yeah. Piranha already has her bow prepped, not in a weird way, just because that just happened.
Because you just heard a crazy wolf howl?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna
pull
palm a
I'm
dagger.
ready.
All right. So, this is another one of those dreadfully cold days in Icewind Dale. Everywhere across town, as you make your way to the door, you see people just regularly trudging through the snow-covered streets. The mood changes abruptly, however. Pedestrians are now starting to vacate the streets with haste, disappearing into their buildings. Spear-toting guards with grim faces are starting to trot towards the southwest gate. In addition to another wolven howl, you actually hear a booming voice shout throughout town, "Surrender Artis Cimber or die." And this is, you can hear this voice from hundreds and hundreds of yards away, and it sounds like this person is yelling in your ear. It's that loud.
So it must be a giant.
It sounds similar to our cloud buddy.
It does.
If he was angry.
It does indeed.
Great.
And the sheriff and the deputy are now picking up their pace, and they go out of the building, turn left, and start sprinting toward the southwest gate.
Do they look like they are familiar? Does it look like this is something they are hearing for the first time, or do they look like, oh shit, this again?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because the way you described the soldiers was like they were like, gotta go take care of this again. But I'm wondering if this is new.
This is definitely different. There is a feeling in the air like something is charged and something strange is happening.
So,
go ahead.
I would personally, I imagine we'll all rush towards the occurrence in an attempt to make sure we help keep the town safe, or because we're overly curious, whatever gets us.
As you're running out the door, Beldora is walking in with her delivery of firewood. Just thought I'd mention that because somebody is actually going to be next game responsible for keeping Beldora alive. So, next game. I think we're going to end 8 minutes early tonight because next game is a... Here, I'm going to flip over because we haven't used the map scene at all tonight. This is what you see when you get to the front gate. Let me load it on up for you. There we go. When you get to the southwest gate, you see a female frost giant and two very large frost giant warriors flanking her, with some very, very large, monstrous-looking ice wolves shouting to surrender Artis Cimber or they will destroy Bryn Shander.
Is the mayor rushing with us?
Yes, she is.
Are they
I
saying,
asked her who. Do we recognize that name?
Are they saying our December?
Yeah, I'm like, is that someone's name or the winter month of Christmas? I don't know what.
Artis Cimber is a. Actually, everyone, give me a history check.
I mean,
not D&D Beyond.
I mean, Menardin should not know.
18.
Oh, surely the historian library person. I hate these dice. Like, I rolled a 2.
I got a 4. That's it.
All right, I will say Senzin, Shazara, and Menardin actually have heard the name. He is an extremely famous explorer and adventurer.
Is this person in your city?
I assume.
She looks and you're still trotting along towards the front gate. She looks like she has. I've never heard that name before in my life.
That's bizarre.
Why would they think that they're here?
You hear a shuddering boom, and you see the front gate shake on its hinges.
Oh dear God.
And I think that's where we're going to end tonight.
Alrighty.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Dun dun dun.
Dun. So there you go. That is Storm King's Thunder episode 6. Now with 100% more drunkenness and pogo sticks.
And snow angels.
And snow angels. Anybody want to talk about anything before we call it a night? I have to do 2 things because Duff will kill me if I do not. So we have.
Do.
Yeah, excellent. Let me do this. Let me promo the channel and then we'll go there because I want to get this done before Duff kills me. So, Monday nights is Stormlord's Wrath with DM Sammy on YouTube. All times are, by the way, in Central, so that's at 8 p.m. And Storm King's Thunder, that's us, at 7 p.m. Tuesday is Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage with DM Duff at 7:30. Wednesday is Tales of the Sanguine Isles with DM Mech45, that's at 8. Thursday is Tales from the Yawning Portal with DM King Bashman, that's at 8 as well. Friday, Tomb of Annihilation with DM Mandy, that's at 8. That is my lovely wife and I's game that we play with Mandy and some other fun people. You should watch that. You should watch all of it. Saturday is Rise Up Against the Slave Lords with DM Duff at 9. And Sunday is No Programming. We do have a non-streamed show, Savage Worlds, that's East Texas University, with DM Eric B, exclusively on YouTube. We also have, and everyone should pay attention for this one, a sub-only game. So if you are a subscriber, we're going to run a game for our subscribers who want to be involved. That's going to be DM Mandy running Mandy's Mystery Dungeon of Doom, July 25th at 5 Central. Slots are indeed still open for subscribers, so make sure your Twitch and Discord account are linked. This will give you access to the subscriber-only channel, and you can find more information and sign up. And private message Mandy for more details. We do have sponsors nowadays, apparently. Total Party Kill Games, creators of Dark Fantasy, Dungeons & Dragons compatible products, plus hilarious card games and more. Find them at TotalPartyKillGames.com. And The Druid's Den, your place for magical surprise and apothecary needs. Their website is thedruidsden.com. And that is Mama Prater's project. That is Duff's wife's project, and it's awesome. There we go. Now that I've promoted the shit out of all of our channel stuff, let's go around.
That's awesome.
Jax, I'm assuming no BJ. What do you want to do?
Yeah, so at Digital Dragons, DDSapps.com, we just launched a combat tracker for Pathfinder 1st Edition, which means we now have Pathfinder 1st Edition, 2nd Edition, and Starfinder combat tracker apps. with official pretty piezo art. Check it out.
Excelente. I'm assuming Star nada. Ella, anything you want to talk about?
Gravy, find me on OnlyFans.
Do it.
It's OnlyFans.com/Ella Darling. It's, you know.
All right.
It's all nerdy, just different. You know, it's nerdy. I've got some. I was talking to my accountant. I've actually got some D20 content planned very soon. D20 like the dice, not any IP. I don't know the IP out there. So that's happening.
Cool.
Thank you.
Next time with pogo sticks.
Next time
Anyway.
with Pogo sticks all the time, as far as the eye can see, baby.
Thank you guys for that, by the way. That pogo stick thing is never going to go away.
Loved it. That was so good. That was so good.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to call it. The last thing I should do is probably say, hey, Coven MTG, we stream Magic the Gathering like 4 nights a week, so you should check that out too. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I'm going to do the outro, and we will see everyone next Monday night for episode 7, wherein we will all try to not die to frost giants.
We're not
And-
going to talk ourselves out of this combat, are we?
No, you're
Sometimes you
probably
just have
not.
to fight.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody, and we will be off in 5, 4, 3. Wave tonight, everybody. Bye.
Good night.
And let me turn.